Even done it yet.
Jane's gonna come here and what, Jane? Just me last.
No, temporarily, until the council.
doesn't say anything possible. We go to the top. I thought this. What? Just for starter staff. They're all. There's two of them. Yeah, sure.
Spit that, they was back in there.
So I can't guarantee that we'll do it already. We don't try to get them wrong. We're just human. That's right. Yep. Oh, I heard the door open, so she come already? Yeah. It's probably her. Let me get ready to yell. All rise, Honorable James Laughlin now presiding.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Got two copies in there.
We don't have any Spanish, right? It's just the other one at the end. Okay, thank you. All right, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar, 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for February 20th, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made to the sheriff's office on the 2 a.m. calendar will also apply to these hearings. Before we begin, I am going to read the victim's rights advisement in the event we have any victims observing the proceedings, either from here at the jail or remotely. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that include, among others, the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at all court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to be heard before the court makes a decision on, I think I said that already, lost my place. I may back up a bit. To be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. It looks like we have the interpreter trying to log in. Should we go ahead and go? Great.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm
Hi
here.
there.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Let me get this gentleman up to the podium. If you'd please call for Mr. Mazloom Kushpijari to come to the podium. Oh, yeah, well, I don't think we're set up for the headset. I'm not sure if anybody but the Spanish folks do that. Okay, all right. Sir, good afternoon. Please wait for the interpreter and then tell me your full name.
I'm ready. I'm interpreter. I'm ready.
Well, no, I know that. I assumed you were going to translate what I just said. Let's begin.
Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
right, good
Yeah.
That's okay.
میگه
Do you need me to say it again? I was going to say it again.
No, I can't
No?
tell you right. میگه
Okay.
عصر شما بعد از ظهر شما بخیر. میگه الان صبر میکنیم که هر چی میگه من بگم شما هم بگی اونه. فارسی بگو من انگلیسی میگم.
باشه برو میگم من.
اوکی.
Say your name, please.
اسمت بگو چیه؟
اسم من افشینه.
First name افشین.
What's your family name?
فامیلی چیه؟
مظلوم.
مظلوم.
I also have a name that is Bijari. Is that also one of your names?
میگه پشت سرش خوشبیجاری هم هست. درسته؟
آره 2 تا فامیلی دارم.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, is that a family name or a personal name?
میگه فامیلیته یا فامیلیته درسته؟
آره اونو بعد از ننه بزرگم بپرسم نمیدونم فامیلی.
Yeah, he's saying that's my family name, but my grandmother knows it probably.
I just want to make sure that we have your name correctly in the court record. So can I confirm your complete last name? Go ahead.
Yeah, میگه اسمتون رو کامل بگو. اما همونجور گفتی افشین مظلوم همه رو بگو با اون فامیلی رو هم بگو. یه بار بگو.
آقا چه گیری داده گفتم دیگه کامل نوشته دیگه الان من چی رو بگم؟ کامل نوشته. من چی رو بگم؟ من گفتم.
He said I already said it and you have written in front of you. That's exactly what it is.
I have your complete last name as Mazlum Koshbijari. Is that correct? Both names are your family name.
میگه مظلوم خوشبری اون کامل درسته؟ فقط بگو بله.
آره درست.
Yes, it's correct.
Thank you. What is your date of birth, please?
میگه تولد تاریخ تولد تاله بگو.
6/4/84.
6/4/1984.
Excuse me. Is it the 4th day of June? I have the 12th. I just want to be sure.
میگه 4 جون یا 12. میگه من 12 جون اینجا دارم ولی شما الان 4 ماه جون گفتی.
من یادم نمیاد دیروز چی خوردم چه سوال نمیدونم من
He's saying
نمیدونم.
I'm not really sure. I don't know. What you have is probably correct. He said I thought that's what it is.
Well, I will leave it as the 4th because that's what you told me just now.
میگه منم 4 رو می‌نویسم. بگو باشه.
6/4 نیست 6 فکر کنم.
اون میگه نه 6 ماه جونه اون روزش 4. اون اونجوری
اونو دیگه من نمیدونم بابا. اونو
He's saying he doesn't even know like the first number is for month because they do it in Iran the way they did it for him. The second one, that's what he's saying. I said no, that 6 is June, 4 is the day. He said he really doesn't know. Whatever you say, that's right.
Okay, thank you. Sir, you have been arrested on new misdemeanor allegations.
میگه شما رو میگه الان گرفتن پلیس گرفتته حالا میخواد بگه برای چیه درسته؟
آقای چی دیشب ما یکم نشه بودیم اونجا افتادیم خوابیدیم صبح دیدیم یکی ما رو با لگد داره بیدار میکنه. آقا چیه؟ اینو بگو تا من بقیه‌شو بگم.
He's saying yes. He said I was sleeping. Somebody just woke me up in the morning and took me and said that's what happened. I don't know what it is the rest of it.
Okay, so, sir, I need to give you some information. I'll try to explain how the court case works, and then I'm hoping that I can release you today pending any more court hearings.
میگه من باید مقررات دادگاه رو اینا رو بگم و به من چی اطلاعات دادن. میگه شما فقط اینا رو چیز کنید من بتونم همه رو بگم بعد امروز شما رو آزادت کنم از اینجا.
But it's important that you listen to the information that I have. And try not to interrupt if you can help it.
میگه خواهش میکنم هر چی من میگم فقط همون چیز کن دیگه قطع نکن چیز دیگه نگو بذار تمام کنیم کارته.
من همونو دارم میگم دیگه. چی میگم دیگه؟ من دارم همونو میگم دیگه. چیز اضافه نمیگم.
He's saying, I'm just saying whatever you're asking. I'm not saying anything else. That's what he's saying.
I understand, and I don't think you're trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to let you know this is going to be a very, very long hearing if I can't get through the information that I need to give you.
میگه من منظورم این نیست که شما مثلا یه موقع خدای نکرده بی‌احترامی داری میکنی. میگه منظورم اینه که همون جوابا رو کوتاه میگم بدی که سریعتر تمام کنیم کارو. والا
باشه آقا، باشه. تو که بدتری که باشه.
That's okay.
Okay, so first I need to tell you what you've been accused of and when your next court date will be.
میگه من میخوام بهت بگم چی شده که تو رو گرفتن آوردن اینجا و یه روز دادگاهی برات قرار بذارن بعد از این.
And I want you to be aware of two things, which are, first, I don't actually decide whether you are guilty of these minor offenses.
میگه من الان میگه بهت میگم اول چیزی که بدانی اینه که من نمیخوام بهت بگم مثلا شما مقصری یا نیستی. بگه من اطلاعات میگم، شما هم جواب میدی، بعد از اینجا شروع میکنید.
Your case is going to be handled by a different court in downtown Phoenix, pretty close to where you got arrested, in fact.
میگه کورت اصلی، دادگاه اصلی روزی که تو فینیکس، همون نزدیک اونجایی که شما رو برداشتن گرفتن بازداشت کردن، اونجاه. اون روز مشخص میشه.
All I'm going to do today is give you some information about your next court date and that location, some instructions to comply with while you wait for your next court date, and then, as I said, I'm hopeful to release you if you tell me that you will come to court and stay away from the place you got arrested.
میگه من امروز فقط این تمام اطلاعات در مورد که این اتفاق برای افتاده باید بگم ببینم اینا درسته اینا که گفتن یا نه. بقیه‌اش دیگه میگه اون دادگاه اون روزی که امروز بهت میگه کی دادگاه باید بری، اونجا مشخص میکنه آیا شما مقصری یا نیستی.
Because these are minor offenses, and I'm fine with releasing you as long as you will come to court. Because right now, you have not been convicted of any of these things.
میگه این چیزایی که برای شما شده چیزای جزئیه، یعنی بزرگ نیست که میگه من برای این میخوام یه کار کنم تمامش کنم. اونجا هم همینا رو که من میگم شما اونجا بگی، اونجا هم امیدوارم که دیگه خب سریع کارت تمام کنن. میگن که این دو بار گفت چیز جزئیه، خیلی مهم نیست، همونجوری خود شما هم گفتی اول. این داره میگه.
You're accused of criminal trespassing.
میگه شما رو چیزی که تهمتی که به زدن گفتن جایی رفتی که نباید میرفتی، حالا از جلو خونه کسی جایی بود اینا نباید میرفتی.
Failure to obey. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just told him, listen carefully what I'm telling you, what I'm hearing from the judge,
Okay. Failure to obey a police officer.
میگه اگر پلیس بگه میخوام بگیریمت گوش ندی بهش اینا، اون میگه مجازات داره، ولی میگه شما انجام بده هرچی میگه.
And obstruction of justice.
میگه اگر به حرف پلیس گوش نکنی انگار جلوی قضاوت اینا گرفته شده، اون میگه چیز بدیه. اینا دستورات میگه، اطلاعات میده.
All of these are listed as misdemeanors or minor offenses.
میگه تمام اینا که نوشتن توی من الان نگاه میکنم همه چیزای جزئیه، چیز خلاف بزرگ نیست، ولی میگه من باید بگم امره.
Your next court hearing will be March 12th, which is about 3 weeks from now at 9:30 in the morning.
میگه کورت اصلیت 12 مارچ که حدود 3 هفته از امروز میشه، ساعت 9:30 صبح، همون دادگاه فینیک، همونجا که میخواد بری.
It will be in the El Centro Justice Court, and the address will be on the paperwork we give you.
میگه آدرس اون دادگاه در ال سنترو که هست، اون دادگاهی که هست آدرسش رو کاغذ نوشته، امروز بهت میدیم، دقیق میدونی کجایی که بری اونجا. روز 12 مارچ ساعت 9:30 اونجا باید باشی تو دادگاه.
Will you go to that court date and stay away from the place that they say you were trespassing?
میگه مطمئن باش اینجایی که رفتی که گفتن از اینجا نباید میرفتی عبور کردی، اونجا نرو تا بری دادگاه مشخص شه. اونجا اصلا نرو، بعد روز دادگاه فقط دادگاه برو.
I just need a yes or no.
Oh yeah, when he doesn't say anything, he agrees with everything. I'm telling him, don't go there, don't do that, whatever you're saying. That means he agrees with that. میگه قبول داری یا بگو اوکی یا بله باشه یه چیزی بگو که من بگم.
آره بابا.
Yeah, آره means yes, yes, okay.
Okay. If you please step to your left, the officer will give you your paperwork and they'll put you in line to be released. It takes a while. Try to be patient.
میگه الان همین چیزایی که گفت میگه الان میری تو خودم چیز پلیس که آورده میبره میذاره تو نوبت کار تمامه تا این کاغذات اینا درستی که بهت بدیم و میری میگه آزادت میکنم امروز بازم بگو باشه
باشه
He's saying okay thanks
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
برم تموم شد.
Yeah, he's saying should I go now I'm done?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. خداحافظ شما خداحافظ.
Okay. Thank you very much to the interpreter. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you very much, Judge. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, let's keep going, please, with Christopher Olsofsky. If you please come to the podium, Mr. Olsofsky. After that, I need Carter Olson at the podium, please. Good afternoon, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Christopher Terry Olsofsky, 4381.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Olsofsky. Okay, you look better in person. Your photo doesn't do you any justice. All right, but that's definitely you. Okay, you're here on an arrest warrant because there's been another case filed against you from last year. They obviously dug it up because now you're in custody and they're bringing all the cases against you. You and your lawyer may have heard this already from the prosecutor. This does happen. So your lawyer's not going to be hugely surprised, but you should end up with the same lawyer for everything.
Okay.
So what they have now filed the formal charges for is possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. This dates back to July 5th of last year. They just filed it yesterday. And like I said, this is a common thing. Once somebody has a few cases going, they realize, the county attorney realizes they have earlier submittals that they haven't looked at yet. So they dig them out, they look at them, and if they want to file them, they do. So talk to your lawyer, they'll help you understand all of that. So it's July 5th, and it's from a Phoenix police arrest, but you'll get a copy of those charges and police reports from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You should end up with the same lawyer for everything. Your next court dates for this case are going to be February 26th, which is 6 days from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be Monday, March 2nd at 8:30.
Okay.
In between those, just like on your other case, I think you're the guy, you're already being held no bond in one case, right? Let me double check, I think you are. Okay, so just like in that case, I can't give you bail today because this case from last July is alleged to have happened while you had your earliest open case, which is CR 2025-100339. Your initial appearance of that case was back on January 3rd of 2025. So when this newly filed July 5th case happened, that earlier case was open and pending. That's what triggers the no bond hold right now. It doesn't mean you can never get out in this case or that you can never have bail. It means you can't have bail today, though.
Okay.
You have to go to a bail hearing. So the bail hearing is in 7 days from today. Your other one will be sooner. I don't know when that was for, but it looks like you were IA'd February 15th. Your bail eligibility hearing in that case is probably the 25th, but the one I have to give you is the 27th. So it's a bail eligibility hearing, February 27th at 1:30 in the afternoon. It's going to say evidentiary hearing on your paperwork because it is one. But in cases like yours, where it's like drugs, no, I guess one of them is theft. Anyway, talk to your lawyer. There are many outcomes possible. So if you do end up out of custody in this case, the judge next week will set release conditions for you, but talk to your lawyer about it. What's that?
I'm just trying to get some help.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, all I can tell you is today, I cannot give you bail by law. I have to hold you for the bail hearing. It's the same thing that happened to you 2 days ago. So talk to your lawyer, but you'll be back in court earlier even than I just gave you because you've got the other open case.
Okay.
So, but you're going to end up with the same lawyer for everything. So just go to court when the sheriffs tell you it's time and talk to your lawyer, okay? Just up to you left to get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Sure. Mr. Olson, and then Demekus Dillard, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Carter Olson, 12/5/05.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Olson, you're here on a new case. You were booked in on narcotic drug possession for sale. That's a Class 2 felony. Transportation for sale or sale of narcotic drugs. That's a Class 2 felony. Money laundering, a Class 3 felony. 2 allegations of using an electronic communications device to facilitate a drug transaction, also known as a wire count. Those are Class 4 felonies. 1 count of simple possession of narcotic drugs, that's a Class 4 felony. The alleged offense date for all of these is February 5th for almost all of them. Then they alleged conspiracy to possess narcotic drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony on February 10th. Their evidentiary showing for the February 10th thing, I didn't find the elements of conspiracy were met, perhaps other elements, but that's the one they picked. So for purposes of this hearing only, I didn't find probable cause on the February 10th conspiracy allegations, conspiracy to do those things. I did find probable cause for everything else I just read to you, which is all alleged to have happened on February 5th. You will have a lawyer appointed. It's going to be the same lawyer that you have for your open case or cases. You've got 2 as well. Your open case is CR 2025-146022. You're in on dangerous drug for sale and narcotic drug charges. So, and it looks like your initial appearance in that case was November of last year. So just like the prior defendant, I cannot give you bail today. I have to hold you for a bail hearing. But I'm giving you a lawyer, and I'm giving you 3 court dates. The first one is February 26th at 8:30. It's just a status conference. The next day, February 27th at 1:30 in the afternoon, that will be your bail hearing. That's an evidentiary hearing on the question of whether you might be eligible for bail. Then your preliminary hearing will be Monday, March 2nd at 8:30. As I told the last defendant, you may or may not be found eligible for bail next week, but you are not eligible today. You have to be held.
No matter what?
What's that? Correct. That's actually out of the Arizona state constitution. You cannot get bail today. So talk to your lawyer on the 26th. They'll tell you what's going to happen at the bail hearing on the 27th. If you step to your left, this gentleman will give you your paperwork. All right, Ms. Dillard, and then Joel Espinosa Talamantes, will you please go to the chair? Good afternoon, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
The mic is Dillard, 5/12/94.
Okay, thank you. You're on a new case. You were arrested for it was a total, they booked you for 3 allegations of aggravated assault on a correctional employee. Based on what they described, though, it should have been 2 allegations of correctional employee, 1 allegation of a first responder. So I only found probable cause for 2 allegations of aggravated assault on a correctional employee, not 3. Talk to your lawyer about that. What's that?
You said aggravated assault?
Correct. That any assault against people in certain jobs, if they are working at that job at the time of the assault, it's automatically aggravated. So it can be a small thing. In this case, you're accused of spitting on 2 correctional employees, so not punching them or anything, but spitting is a misdemeanor assault. Because they were working in their capacity as correctional employees, it becomes aggravated assault. You can talk to your lawyer about that. There's probable cause for those. I didn't find probable cause for the 3rd one because the 3rd person they alleged you assaulted was actually an officer. That's a higher charge and a different subsection of the statute. So it's more of a booking error. So the county attorney will decide what your formal charges might be. You can go over them with your lawyer. This is just a probable cause finding for purposes of release.
Yes, ma'am.
They also booked you for Class 4 aggravated DUI. There is probable cause for that. Also, resisting arrest passively, simple DUI, and criminal damage, all as Class 2 misdemeanors. There is probable cause for those as well.
Criminal damage?
Yes, they're saying to a cell door and possibly also the car, but definitely the cell door. They said the cell door was broken. So talk to your lawyer about that. You'll get police reports from your lawyer. So your next court date is going to be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning with a preliminary hearing March 2nd at 8:30. And just like the last 2 guys, you have an open felony case. CR 2025-140857. Your initial appearance in that case was October 11th. Your sentencing is not for a week, so that counts as an open and pending felony case. So just like them, I cannot give you bail today. I must set you for a bail hearing. That's going to be February 27th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Excuse me.
So
I just have one question. I'm actually in the process of moving. I have to be out of my place by the 28th.
That is not a good situation for you. But it is the operation of law. I cannot legally give you bail today, so you're going to be held no bond. You need to talk to your lawyer. Try to reach your lawyer. You're going to end up with the same lawyer for both cases. They probably don't even know you've been arrested at this point. So see if you can get through to them. Your bail hearing is listed as an evidentiary hearing on your paperwork. It's the 27th at 1:30. But you will first go to court on the 26th. So 26th at 8:30 in the morning. All of this is on your paperwork, but you must be held no bond today. If you'll step to your left, he's going to give you that paperwork.
So I won't be able to move?
Not between now and if the court lets you out on the 26th or the 27th, they may not let you out. So talk to your lawyer about that overall situation. Mr. Espinosa Talamantes. And then Robert Brecky, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Joel Omar Espinosa Talamantes, and then 12/8/2001.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a warrant from the Pinal County Superior Court. You are on felony probation there, and there's been a petition to revoke your probation filed, and a warrant went out for you on December 30th of 2025. I'm going to let them know they should give you a lawyer when you get there. Your court date in Pinal Court is scheduled for 5 days from now, which is February 25th at 8:30 in the morning. And they have already ordered that you are to be held without bond in this case. So pursuant to Rule 7.2C, the court is affirming their order. You do not have bail in this case. The Pinal County Sheriffs are going to have to come and get you from Maricopa.
Okay.
So if you'll step to your left, the DOs will give you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Brecky, then Ryan McNair, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Your Honor,
What's your name, sir?
Robert Allen Brecky Jr.,
What's your date of birth?
12/4/59.
Thank you. You're here on a bench warrant. You have been charged with unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, Class 5 felony. You failed to appear at your final trial management conference on January 6th of this year, and there was a warrant issued for your arrest. You already have a lawyer. You're going to have a status conference in front of the trial judge on March 2nd, which is a Monday. Monday, March 2nd at 8:30 in the morning, approximately 10 days from now. That'll be in the downtown Superior Court. I am affirming Judge Drake's bond, which is $20,000. It is cash only. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions. Do not miss your court date. If you step to your left, you get a copy of the paperwork. Correct. It is 20 cash this time.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Mr. McNair? And then Brandon Hankey, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Brian McNair, January 22nd, 1979.
All right, thank you. Mr. McNair, you are here on new allegations. They are disorderly conduct with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 6 felony. 2 allegations of endangering the life or health of a minor, which were alleged as Class 2 felonies, which was odd because they can never be more than a Class 1 misdemeanor, so I have updated that on your paperwork. Those, I do find probable cause for those as Class 1 misdemeanors. I think the police meant to book you for something more like reckless child abuse or endangerment, but they didn't. So it's up to the county attorney what you might ultimately be charged with. There is probable cause for misdemeanor endangerment of the life or health of a minor. Also, 1 allegation of disobeying the order or mandate of a court, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor, and failing to obey a police officer, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing March 2nd at 8:30 in the same court. And based on what the police have submitted in your prior criminal history, I find the state's recommendation for bond in this case is appropriate. Bond is set in your case at $25,000. It is secured. That means you can use a bail bond company. If you do post bond, you'll be on an electronic ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. You will alcohol test for the court to prove that you are not drinking. Your children are, I need to reprint this one, officer. I got to reprint this one. I missed a couple check boxes. Your children are alleged victims in the case. You are not to have any contact with them while the case is pending. You are not to have the care or custody of anyone under the age of 18 while the case is pending, including the minor children who were there. I don't know if you have any others. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You cannot live in that apartment complex. It seems doubtful that the management would let you, but you can do a civil standby with law enforcement to collect belongings. You can't otherwise go there or live there. You have to stay somewhere else, and provide proof of that to pretrial services at your next court date. We just need to update your paperwork because I missed a couple things. We're going to send it out to you if you go have a seat. Thank you. It's okay, you can go have a seat.
Is there something I can say
Sure.
to that?
But remember, you have the right to remain silent in a criminal case, and if you do choose to talk about what you've been accused of, which I know can be tempting, it could be used against you either now or at any later hearing, including your trial on what may be more significant charges than what the police have currently booked you for. So, do you understand your right to remain silent?
I do.
Okay, what did you want to say?
I guess I'll wait till I speak with my attorney.
Okay, I did appoint one for you. If you step to your left, you take your paperwork with you.
And you said I'm eligible for bail today?
Correct.
At $2,500?
It's $25,000. Bail bond companies typically want collateral and a fee. The fee is often 10%, but it's entirely up to the bail bond company. You are able to shop around, and they do collect calls from the jail.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Mr. Hankey? After that, Aisha Mullings. We go to the chair, please. Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Leslie Taylor. My date of birth is 10/13/82.
Oh, you are out of order, but I will see you anyway.
Okay.
It's okay. You must have heard wrong. I was looking for Brandon Hankey, but Ms. Taylor, you are here on 4 things. They're all probation violation warrants, and they all issued on the same date after petitions to revoke your probation were filed in all 4 cases. That was February 13th, so a week ago. The petitions allege that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your intensive probation.
What's that?
What is what?
The 3, 4, and 5.
It is failing to report as directed, failing to actively participate in and cooperate in outreach for housing, counseling, or assistance with community bridges, and you did not reside in a residence approved by adult probation. Okay. I don't determine whether you did those things. I'm just telling you what you're being accused of. I'm giving you a lawyer, and your lawyer will help you defend those allegations if you want to. Your next court date is going to be in 1 week in the downtown Phoenix probation court. That'll be a revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing in all 4 cases, February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. Okay. All right. In the Class 2 felony probation case, the drug sales, I'm affirming the probation judge's bond. It is $5,000 secured. Then you have 3 other drug possession cases. In the one that is not Proposition 200, which is number 2 on the calendar, your bond is $1,000 secured. In the other 2, those are still Prop 200 cases, so your bond is $500 in each of those cases. That makes your total bond $7,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions. Just 1 second. Shoot. Okay, guys, there's 2 of those that don't have written conditions, so apologies. I got to. Actually, I don't apologize. I multitask. Sometimes you guys have to trade paperwork. All righty. Ma'am, I just missed checking any of the boxes on 2 of your cases, so I need to do that, and we need to reprint them. We're going to send out your paperwork when that's all completed, okay? You can go ahead and have a seat. We'll send it out. Thank you. If you want to pick them out, it's the 2 that quite obviously have no boxes checked. Okay. Whoopsies.
You want Brandon? No, it's the guy first.
It's Brandon Hankey and then Aisha Mullings, please. Yeah. Don't print 2 yet. Oh, well, it's too late. It doesn't matter. I have 72 in there for all the hours. It's 24 on IPS, but honestly, I'm not going to reprint for that. Okay. Mr. Hankey, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Yeah, Brandon Anthony Hankey, 11/15/92.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hankey, you are here on a new case. You got arrested for possession of both narcotic and dangerous drugs for purposes of sale. Those are both Class 2 felonies, and there is probable cause for both of them. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing March 2nd at 8:30 in the same court. Your bond is $10,000. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written release conditions. Do not miss your court dates. If you step to your left, the officer is going to give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you. Ms. Mullins? And then, so Ms. Mullins is next, and then Carlo Islava Mercado, please. Right here, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Aisha Mullins, March 13, 2002.
You said it was Mullings Marsh? Is there a hyphen?
No, Mullins.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you had a second last name.
No, March, I was saying my birthday.
Oh, I apologize. Okay.
March 13, 2002.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for allegations of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, which in this case they're alleging a car, is a Class 3 felony. Unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, that's a Class 5 felony. Endangerment, a Class 6 felony. Failure to obey a police officer, and reckless driving, those are Class 2 misdemeanors. Based on what police have presented, there is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be February 26th, which is 6 days from now at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is a status conference. Your preliminary hearing will be March 2nd at 8:30 in the same court. Now, the state has recommended a very high bond for you. They recommended $50,000 secured. But you do not appear to have any criminal history, not that we could locate and not that the police could locate. And so on these specific facts in your case, I got to reprint this one too. It's falling down on the job as far as checking boxes. Sorry. In this specific case, I believe that is more than necessary to protect the community and ensure that you will appear for court. So based on what the police have presented in your case, I am ordering a $10,000 secured appearance bond. Secured means you can use a bail bond company to possibly post bail for less than the full amount. If you post it, then you will report to pretrial services, which is not difficult. You just have to call in when and how they tell you. We will give you an envelope with instructions for that. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim officer nor any officers who arrested you. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Everything else you need to know is going to be on your paperwork. So you should have that. You can take that and step out to your left. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Islava Mercado, and then Salvador Reese, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Carlo Francisco Islava,
What's your date of birth, sir?
February 9, 1972.
All right, thank you. You were here on a new case. You were arrested for 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. Those are Class 3 felonies. There is probable cause for them, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That is 6 days from now, with a preliminary hearing March 2nd at 8:30 in the same court. That will be in downtown Phoenix, and the address is on your paperwork. And you don't have any prior felony convictions. You don't have any violent misdemeanor convictions. And on these specific facts, it's my intention to release you on a $5,000 secured appearance bond. I believe the state recommended $10,000 in your case, but you have to post bond to be released. If you do, you're going to be on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. That is to keep you accountable for not going to or living where this happened. What you can do is a civil standby one time with a law enforcement officer. You call the Phoenix non-emergency number, you request a civil standby. I'll send an officer to go with you so you can pick up things like keys, ID, medicine, and then you have to stay somewhere else. If it's a shelter, it's a shelter. If you're couch surfing, then you just have to let pretrial know every day if it changes. That will be explained to you when you get the ankle monitor, but you have to post bond first. Do not have any contact with the alleged victim. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol.
I don't have any money to set
Then
bond.
you should talk to your lawyer at your next court hearing about that on these allegations, with the allegation being a knife. The court believes that $5,000 is the minimum amount necessary to protect the alleged victim and the community. If you step to your left, you get a copy of your paperwork. Mr. Reese? Are you Mr. Reese? No. Okay.
I'm staying here.
At least until you talk to your lawyer if you don't postpone. Correct. All right, Mr. Salvador Reese, you can come in, and then Christian Bello Martinez, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Salvador Reese, 10/3/1978.
All right, thanks. You're here on a probation warrant. You're on probation for a Class 5 felony, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed back on October 7th of last year. The petition alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing in 1 week, which is February 27th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. I am affirming the probation judge's bond in your case. It is $5,000 secured with written conditions. If you bond out, comply with all of those, and call your PO within 72 hours. If you step to your left, you get a copy of your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bello Martinez. Then after that, Paul Lucas, will you go wait in the chair? Mr. Lucas. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Christian Martinez, January 2098.
Thank you. Here on a new case, you're arrested for second-degree burglary, a Class 3 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. That's 6 days from now. And a preliminary hearing will be Monday, March 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. Those are both in the downtown Superior Court, and that address is on your paperwork. Based on what's been alleged against you, the court has concerns about the safety of the alleged victims. Bond is set in your case at $2,500 secured. You will also wear an ankle monitor if you post bond. That is to keep you away from that location. You may not go to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims or their family members or their property, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You are to obey any order of protection that might be served on you. If you'll step to your left, you get a copy of that paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Lucas. And then Adria Wilson, will you go to the chair?
Lucas.
He's got like a light-colored shirt on. He's kind of young, 28 or so, 26. Is that Lucas? Okay. After that, Adria Wilson can go to the chair. All right, Mr. Lucas, podium, please. Good afternoon, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please? What's your name?
Paul Lucas,
What's your date of birth?
July 16, 99.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You were booked in for dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs while impaired to the slightest degree. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Resisting arrest, criminal damage, and failing to obey a police officer, those are also all misdemeanors. There is probable cause for all of those. They also booked you for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a Class 5 felony, but for purposes of this hearing only, I did not find probable cause on the unlawful flight because you're not alleged to have done it in a car. You're alleged to have fled on foot after you pulled over. That's not unlawful flight under the statute. Also, the police left out some information about whether they were in a marked police car, etc. So I don't find probable cause for today on the unlawful flight. I do on everything else. The unlawful flight is not dismissed. It's the county attorney who will decide what the formal charges might be in your case. So you can talk to your lawyer about how that works. I'm just ignoring that allegation for purposes of release conditions. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be March 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. Based on what's been alleged against you, the court finds you do pose still a high risk of not appearing voluntarily for court hearings. And a safety risk to the community based on the DUI allegation, and you've got arrest history in at least 3 states. So bond is set in your case at $1,000. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions. Do not miss your court date. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and Ms. Wilson, after that, James Fraulino, will you go to the chair? Good afternoon, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Hello. Andrea Wilson, 12276.
Is it Andrea with an N?
Andrea, A-N-D-R-E-A.
Okay, because they just left out the N. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. You are here on a warrant from the West McDowell Justice Court. It is in a driving on suspended license case. This warrant's been outstanding since April 7th of 2014. Looks like you have been convicted in that court and have owed them money all this time. Your arraignment hearing is going to be February 25th, which is 5 days from now, 8:30 in the morning in the West McDowell Justice Court. Your bond is $500. It is secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions. Do not miss your court dates. This warrant waited 8 years to find you. The next one will too, if you do it again. If you step to your left, they give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Fraulino, James Fraulino. And then Joseph Francia, please go to the chair. Hello, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
James Joseph Raulino, 8/14/65.
All right, thank you. You're on a new case. You got arrested for possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I just realized something that I did that I shouldn't have done. I need to reprint the felony one. All right, hold on, sorry, I just made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Okay, let me start over. You're here for two things. One is the new felony case. One is a warrant from the Surprise City Court. I'm going to start with the felony arrest. All right, the allegations are dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a status conference, February 26th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be March 2nd at 8:30 in the same court. You're also here on a warrant from Surprise City Court where you've been charged with shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There was a failure to appear warrant issued for you on October 24th of 2024 out of that court. So your next court date there will be February 24th at 1:30 in the afternoon. That's 4 days from today in the Surprise City Court, and the address will be on your paperwork. I am affirming Surprise's $50 secured appearance bond and giving you a lawyer for purposes of the bond issue only. If you can't post the $50, you do get a lawyer to help you with that. But you're not otherwise entitled to a court-appointed lawyer in a shoplifting misdemeanor. It's only because of the bond. If you do bond out, do not go to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any victim or witness, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. In the drug case, you also have a $50 bond secured to make you eligible for credit for time in custody and to ensure that you will be transported for court. If you post that bond, you'll go to pretrial services supervision in the felony case only. So your total bond for the two cases is $100. If you post it, you go to pretrial services in the felony case. You have written conditions in both cases. If you'll step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Francia? And then Daniel Fialos. We go to the chair, please. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Yeah, Joseph Francia, 03/01/2005.
And you're a junior, aren't you?
Correct.
Are you a junior? Okay. Yes. All righty. You're here in a new case. You got arrested for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, Class 5 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your status conference will be March 6th. At 8:30 in the morning. That's 2 weeks from now, in the downtown Superior Court with a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30 in the same court. And in your case, the court is very concerned about what is alleged against you. You fall into a category of people who get accused of this offense that is very repetitive. It is young men who allegedly flee from the police in really dangerous ways to apparently avoid some kind of ticket, like driving unsuspended or sometimes speeding, or for apparently reasons that don't make a huge amount of sense, that they commit felonies and endanger the public just to avoid a misdemeanor ticket. I don't know, I'm speculating, but you don't have much criminal history. Here's what we did find, though. 2 open cases at 2 different city courts for speeding. And they allege that you were hitting 120 with your lights off on the I-10 at 1:30 in the morning, which can make other people die if they are out on the road at that point. So your case is odd, but in a way that I've seen before. It's also probable that if you don't have any felony priors, this is a probation-eligible offense. You could get convicted at trial, and there's a reasonable possibility you're going to get probation. So I am reluctant to lock you up before court when you enjoy the presumption of innocence before you're even convicted. So, but I'm going to put you on an ankle monitor because I do not love the allegation that you have 2 open cases for speeding, and it looks like perhaps you make a habit of endangering other people with this. And also I think and it's a Dodge Challenger. Yeah, we see that a lot too. Which, I don't know, has a connotation of maybe people who enjoy going real fast. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you. I'm going to bed you down at home at night. 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. is a minimum curfew for you. If you have a job, looks like you work, are you the guy at the car wash?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think car washes are open 11 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah, for the 9.
If you allege they are, then I'll say work a day shift.
Yeah.
So, I don't want you out on the freeways at night, turning off your lights to flee from police, which, by the way, makes them want to find you so much worse. And there's license plate readers everywhere, and there's air units, and there's location tracking, and the idea that you can successfully flee from police that actually want to find you is getting less and less plausible. So I'm hopeful that even if you did exactly what they said you did, that you're not foolish enough to think that you can dodge court. If you are, you're in for an ugly surprise. So you need the ankle monitor. They have to hook you up with that before you go. I hope you should make an afternoon hookup and hopefully sleep in your own bed tonight. No drugs without a valid prescription. No alcohol, I believe. Are you 21?
No, I turned 21 in like a week.
Yeah, sorry. I worried about your judgment. I'm worried about you. I'm going to let you drive. That's the thing. I'm going to let you drive. That's why I want an ankle monitor on you, which, by the way, could also document any poor driving or this type of crime. And so also, maybe you don't even want to go drinking on your 21st birthday. The court believes that would endanger the community. I have reason to question your judgment as far as public safety goes. So no alcohol. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. If you step to your left, they'll give you a copy. All right, don't miss court. It's in 2 weeks. You get the ankle monitor, and then you go home.
Okay.
Mr. Fialos, and then Alberto Cardenas. Will you go to the chair? Right here, sir.
Daniel?
Yeah, I need Daniel, please, and then Mr. Cardenas to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Daniel Fialos, 82173.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession. That is a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, March 6th, which is in 2 weeks, in the Downtown Superior Court at 8:30 in the morning, and your preliminary hearing will be March 10th at 8:30 in the morning. Both of those court dates are on your paperwork along with the address. You qualify for release to pretrial services. You got a fair quantity of history out of California, but this is drug possession. So I'm going to let you prove whether you will or won't come to court. Many people with your criminal history are getting probation offers and offers of treatment, but you have to show up to see if the state will make you that offer. I gave you a lawyer. If you don't show up, you're definitely getting a warrant. And with your criminal history, the odds of you getting a bond next time we see you, fairly high. So go to court and talk to your lawyer. I'm saying if you ditch court, you're going to get a warrant. And then nobody's going to give you a do-over. We're going to give you a bond.
No, Judge.
Just go to court.
No, I will. I don't have much history in Arizona. I was here 12 years and nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say, your history in California is all kind of old, but it's not nothing. So just show up, okay? Go talk to your lawyer. Many outcomes for your case. You shouldn't assume it's a prison outcome if you lose, blah, blah. Just go talk to your lawyer, okay? So you'll have to get your paperwork.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Cardenas? Alberto Cardenas, and then Mason Dietz. Will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Sure. It's Alberto Cardenas, March 10, 1983.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for trafficking in stolen property in the first degree. It's Class 2 felony, and theft by control of stolen property, a Class 3 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date will be a status conference, March 6th. So that's 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the Downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing, March 10th at 8:30 in the same court. Now, the state did recommend a bond for you, $5,000 secured. But what I see in your criminal history is just some misdemeanors out of California that are more than 10 years old, and none of those are theft related. And this type of kind of employee theft, et cetera, it doesn't necessarily suggest to the court that you're an ongoing risk to the community or a risk of non-appearance. So I'm going to follow the risk assessment score indication, which is that I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. These are alleged to have occurred, if recollection serves, last fall. And so talk to your lawyer, go to court.
Thank you.
You know, whether you face penalties, et cetera, in this, right now, I feel like on balance, I think you're likely to appear and try to face this and get the best outcome you can, and that it looks like you have a good job, et cetera, that you're not dumb enough to skip court or commit new crimes while the case is pending, I hope. So you're going to be released on your own recognizance. I just like to tell people, if the state recommended a bond, I can understand why, but pre-trial, I don't think you're a risk. That what we're looking for is, are you going to be dangerous to anybody? Are you going to commit new crimes? Are you going to show up? And I think the answer for you comes out in your favor. Even if you did exactly what they're accusing you of, I think it's safe to release you into the community.
Thank
so
you.
Just show up. I did give you a lawyer, okay?
Thank you.
Step to your left. All right, Mr. Dietz. And then Travis Smith, will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Mason Dietz, 032898.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You are booked in for organized retail theft of merchandise. It's a Class 4 felony, and removal of a theft detection device, which is a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your status conference will be March 6th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30 in the same court. Now, in your case, the state did recommend a $1,000 secured appearance bond, but just as I told the last defendant, even if I believe you did exactly what they accuse you of, I don't assume that means that you're too foolish to show up for court and that you are unintelligent enough to commit any new crimes while you are facing felony charges. So I'm going to release you. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Come to court. You can't go to any Target store. By the way, Target is infamous for having high-definition video of shoplifters. They collect it over multiple dates, then they give it to the police. And once there are multiple dates, the state has a tremendous amount of leverage against the defendant. So the last place people should be doing this is Target. They are very organized. And there's one of you guys who was accused of being a former employee who ought to know. And so, in any event, the state may have a considerable amount of leverage against you, but you also don't have any criminal history. So it's my hope that you are smart enough to know that you can't hide from this. You have to go to court. And if you were to commit new crimes while the case is pending, you would take a bad situation and make it truly life-changing. So everything is going to be on your paperwork. Will you come to court and comply with your release conditions?
Yes.
All right, if you step to your left, you get a copy. Mr. Smith. This is our previous Target employee. All right, sir, if you come to the podium, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Yep, Travis Smith, 11/06/2003.
All right, thanks, Mr. Smith. You're in a new case. You were arrested for organized retail theft of merchandise, currently alleged as one count. It's a Class 4 felony, and there is probable cause for it. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a status conference March 6th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30 in the same court. State recommended a $4,000 secured appearance bond for you. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, Mr. Smith, for the same calculus, but I will tell you, they say they've got at least 5 thefts on video, and that the stuff was recovered from your house. So, Mr. Smith, I don't want you to think that this is not very serious, and here's why. If you're convicted of multiple offenses, multiple felonies on different dates, if you go to trial and you lose at trial, only the first one is probation eligible. The rest of them are prison mandatory. You can go from 0 to the state penitentiary in this case alone. Do I think that needs to happen for this? I don't personally, even if you did exactly what they said. But the state has a lot of leverage against you. So I'm always reluctant to let a young person who's never been arrested before leave the court and think that they're in the middle of a slap on the wrist. You're really not. You need to go home and Google Maricopa County Attorney Organized Retail Theft. That office is on a mission. So, Mr. Smith, the eye is upon you. You need to not commit new crimes while the case is pending. You need to not dodge court. You've got juvenile history that I am aware of, but none of it, I believe, is theft-related, as I recall. No, there's no theft-related offenses. So, again, even if I think you did all of the things that they say you did, I don't think that means you're not going to come to court and appear for this. You are presumed innocent, but you will take a bad situation and truly change your life if you screw up. So I hope that you take it seriously, even though I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Go to court. Do not go to any Target store. I have forbidden that in my order. High definition video, Mr. Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
No contact with any co-defendant. I'm not sure. I don't think Mr. Dietz is your co-defendant. I think it's a weird coincidence. Because you have a roommate, right? Is it Mr. Dietz?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. This is a weird coincidence. Okay. No drugs on a valid prescription, no alcohol. Everything is on your paperwork, okay? Step to your left, take a copy. All right, we've got two house calls officers. It's Dominique Johnson and then David Villaseñor. Are they not physically present in court because they've been isolated as potential risk to themselves or others? He's going to go at the end. Has Johnson and Villaseñor been isolated as a potential risk to themselves or others? Yes? Okay, thank you. All right, then I did get an affirmative answer from the sheriff's office. I'll see Dominique Alexander Johnson, born 10/26/90, and David Villaseñor, born 6/11/94. I'll see them in person in-house to conduct their initial appearances immediately after this recording. I'll advise Mr. Johnson that he's here on a probation warrant in his Class 6 felony case. The petition to revoke was filed November 18th and alleges that he violated terms 3 and 5. I am giving him a court date of February 27th at 8:30 in the morning in downtown Superior Court, appointing a lawyer for him, and it's my intention to set bail in the amount of $500 secured with written release conditions. I will go with him. Mr. Villaseñor is here on a new case and a probation hold. In the new case, he was arrested for possessing narcotics for sale, Class 2 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, narcotic drug by possession. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish the Villaseñor record after Mr. Householder. You go ahead and let Mr. Householder in, officer. Thank you. Okay, right here at the podium, sir. Could I please have your full name and your date of birth?
Joseph Andrew Householder, February 27, 1984.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Householder, you are here on a warrant from the Pinal County Superior Court. This is a failure to appear warrant in a case in which you've been charged with indecent exposure as a Class 6 felony. The warrant issued February 9th of 2026, so about 2 weeks ago.
That was my sentencing hearing.
Sorry?
That was my sentencing hearing. I was going to get sentenced that day.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure you already have a lawyer. I checked the box that they should give you a lawyer, but I'm sure you already have one. Your arraignment hearing would be February 23rd at 8:30 in the morning, which is 3 days from now, down in Pinal County. The address will be on your paperwork. I am affirming the Pinal judge's bond. It is $20,000, and it is cash only. Now, because you've been accused of a Chapter 14 sex offense, I also have to order ankle monitoring in your case. It's by law. So what I've ordered is that you're to be monitored by the Pinal County Probation Department. So within 24 hours after physical release from custody by any jail facility, then you have to go for the ankle monitor, meaning if you bond out from Maricopa, you have to go report in Pinal.
Are they gonna extradite me to Pinal?
Yeah, it's not technically extradition, but correct. If you don't post bond, the Pinal sheriffs have to come and get you.
Okay.
So anyway, I was just saying I am ordering the ankle monitoring, but if you bond out in Maricopa, we're not going to put the monitor on you in Maricopa. You have to get yourself to Pinal to get the monitor after. If you don't bond out, then don't worry about the ankle monitor. The ankle monitor.
What time is my next court date?
It is 8:30 in the morning on the 23rd, which is this Monday.
Okay.
I don't know that they're going to come get you over the weekend. Cross your fingers. But if it gets delayed, they tell the Pinal court to move their court date.
Yeah.
All right. If you step to your left, you get that paper.
All right.
Okay, thank you. You got other conditions of release? I'll just let you read those for yourself. Okay, thanks. All right, going back to Mr. David Villaseñor, I started his record and then decided to finish. So, Mr. Villaseñor is here on 2 cases. His new booking is narcotic drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, and during the commission of a drug offense. Both of those are Class 4 felonies. Narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. Resisting arrest and possession of drug paraphernalia, those are Class 6 felonies. And failure to admit the carrying of a deadly weapon on your person or in a car when asked by a police officer, that's Class 1 misdemeanor. There's probable cause for all those. I am appointing a lawyer to represent Mr. Villasenor in this case, and in his probation case, he's got a term 1 hold in his Class 4 felony probation case. In his new case, his status conference will be February 27th at 8:30 in the morning with a preliminary hearing March 2nd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. His revocation hearing and possible disposition hearing in the probation case will be February 27th at 8:30 in the morning, also downtown Superior Court. In his probation case, the court finds pursuant to Rule 7.2C that he will, in all probability, be revoked to prison, and he does not have bail in that case today for that reason. That's the probation case. In the new drug sales case, it's my intention to set bail in the amount of $10,000 secured with written release conditions that I will go over with him. If anything changes after I conduct these 2 initial appearances in-house, that's Mr. Villasenor and Mr. Johnson, I will put those changes in my formal written order. I'm not going to update this recording. So my final written order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in both cases. With that, we will stand in recess until 5 p.m. today.
All right.
Thank you, may be seated. This is the 5:00 p.m. initial appearance calendar for February the 20th of 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar date of this month shall apply to all calendar matters today. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present with court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for an initial appearance calendar. What that means is that you are going to learn a little bit more about the allegations against you, whether or not you've been appointed counsel, your next court dates, and your release conditions. As I call you up, please step to the podium at the center of the courtroom right here. If you are next, please sit at the chair that's next to the door in the gallery right there. That just helps us have a nice orderly procession here tonight. With that, let's please start with number 5, Cesar Para Sandoval to the podium. Number 4, Andre Acosta to the chair, please.
Yeah, right behind that podium.
Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Cesar Para Sandoval, 03/11/2006.
Thank you. We are here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 charges. The first is possession of narcotic drugs for sale, Class 2 felony. The second is possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. The third is possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Lastly, resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I am appointing counsel through the Public Defender's Office and setting 3 court dates on February the 26th and 27th of 2026 and March the 2nd of 2026. 2 of those are at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. This will all be in paperwork, sir. On the 26th and March the 2nd. The other court date is an evidentiary hearing on February the 27th, 2026, 1:30 p.m. downtown Superior Courthouse. Because there's an allegation that this is a new felony case committed while out on felony release for a prior case, I am unable to admit you to bail at this time. So therefore, I'm holding you without bail pending the evidentiary hearing on the 27th, sir. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Please step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 4, Andre Acosta to the podium. Number 23, Israel Cruz to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Name is Andre Acosta, date of birth 07/05/2003.
Thank you very much. This is a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 3 counts. The first is trafficking in stolen property in second degree, a Class 3 felony. The second is organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony. And last, we have removal of a theft detection device, which is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you in setting 3 court dates on February the 26th, 27th, and March the 2nd of 2026. 2 of these are at 8:30 in the morning, the 26th and 2nd dates. The last is at 1:30 p.m. That's the 27th date. All of those are at the downtown Superior Courthouse. Given that there's an allegation that this is a new felony offense committed while out on release for a prior case, I am unable to admit you to bail this time. Therefore, I'm ordering that you be held without bond pending the evidentiary hearing on the 27th. Do you have any questions, sir?
Will the bond be able to change on that day?
Would depend on the outcome of that hearing. Please talk to counsel about how you want to approach that hearing.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Please step to your left. Number 23, Israel Cruz to the podium. Number 25, Douglas Knapp-Schaefer to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
05/07/2004, Israel Cruz.
Thank you. I will note, just a moment. I will note that I'm finding extraordinary circumstances pursuant to State v. Brown with regard to presentment. That's State v. Brown, 233 Arizona 153, Appeals 2013. Per the arresting agency, the defendant's need for medical clearance prevented participation in initial appearance within 24 hours. Therefore, we'll proceed with the initial appearance here today. This is a new case out of Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 14 counts. The first is discharging a firearm at a residence, a Class 2 felony. There are 7 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. 1 count of discharging a firearm at a non-residence, a Class 3 felony. 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 5 felony. And 2 counts of discharging a firearm, within city limits, all alleged on or about February the 5th and 19th of 2026. I did find probable cause. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. We have 2 court dates coming up on February the 26th and March the 2nd of 2026. Both of those are at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse.
Okay.
Setting bail in the amount of $20,000. That's cash only. Post that and be released. If you are released, I'm ordering pretrial supervision with electronic monitoring. Also, if you are released, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not have victim contact. Do not have physical contact with any alleged victim. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written notice you're about to receive. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 25, Douglas Knapshafer to the podium. Number 31, Brianna Pulley-Nelson to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Douglas Knapshafer, 6/1 of 2003.
Thank you. We are here today because we have 2 cases. The first is a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is an out-of-county warrant from the Central Penal Justice Court. Let's start with the new case out of Maricopa County.
Okay.
There are 3 charges. The first is discharging a firearm in city limits, a Class 6 felony. The second is resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. The third is carrying a deadly weapon with failure to admit, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You have 2 court dates coming up on February 26th and March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am setting bail in the amount of $5,000. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions on that case will be reduced to writing, which you will receive. As to the out-of-county warrant, this is a post-adjudication warrant out of the Central Penal Justice Court. It's noted that the underlying count is one of DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing at Penal, which is February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at Central Penal Justice Court. I'm setting a placeholder bond, a nominal placeholder bond, given the other case. That bond is $50. If you post that, you'll be released. As to the Justice Court case only, with release conditions also reduced to writing on that matter as well. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yeah, can you explain that $50 bond, how that would work? So if I paid the 50 and not the 5,000, I wouldn't be extradited?
So if you paid the 50 and not the 5,000, you wouldn't leave here. You'd be held on the 5,000.
Okay. Yeah. But if I don't pay that 50, I'll get extradited?
It would either be up to Penal Sheriff to come get you or Maricopa Sheriff to transport you over to Penal for that hearing. So call the Penal Court or get in touch with the authority over in Penal or your DO for more information on how to appear for that court date.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Please step to your left. Number 31, Brianna Pulley-Nelson to the podium. Number 13, Miranda Badger to the chair. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Brianna Pulley-Nelson, July 12, 2001.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 2 charges. The first is aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony. The second is disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you and setting 2 court dates on February 26th and March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am setting bail in the amount of $5,000. That's the secured appearance bond. Post that and be released to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency with mandatory electronic monitoring to be installed before you're released. Also, if you are released, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime, do not have victim contact, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. You must obey the terms of any order of protection that is currently issued or to be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim nor go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you're an owner or tenant of that residence. If you have a common residence with any victim, you must find alternative residence and bring proof of that to your next court date. If you need to gather essential belongings, one civil standby law enforcement is allowed. Other release conditions are in writing for you that you'll get momentarily. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I would like more pictures taken. There's more visible marks that was not able to be seen yesterday, so I want to get more pictures and evidence.
Understood, ma'am. You may talk to counsel about the merits of the case, or for today's purposes, I'm setting bail in the amount that I think is appropriate. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 13, Miranda Badger to the podium. Number 12, Antonia Romero to the chair. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Miranda Rochelle Robinson Badger, and 10/3/1991.
Thank you. We're here today on 2 cases. These are both probation violation warrants. The adult probation alleges, as to each case, that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation with 2 prior reinstatements. I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to, are you awake?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at the downtown Superior Courthouse at 8:30 in the morning. As to bail, I'm affirming the amounts that are currently set in each bench warrant. And so as to the first probation violation matter, I'm setting bail in the amount of $2,500. As to the second matter, I'm setting bail in the amount of $750. Both of those are secured appearance. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written notice you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Please step to your left. Number 12, Antonia Romero to the podium. Number 27, Manuel Verdugo Ortega to the chair. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Antonia Romero, 9/18/88.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. We have 3 charges. The first charge is aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony. The second charge is misdemeanor assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The third count is 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I am going to appoint you counsel. This is a reprint because I need to appoint the public defenders, which I'm doing now. I'm appointing you counsel through the Public Defender's Office. You have 2 court dates coming up on February the 26th and March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am setting bail in the amount of $2,500. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not have victim contact. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing, which we are printing out right now. They'll be given to you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. The February 26th court hearing, I already have a court hearing on that day in Mesa.
Very well. And so you may talk to counsel about whether or not some sort of motion is appropriate to move that court date, either in Mesa or here. For today's purposes, I'm going to affirm the court dates that I've just set. Please talk to counsel about how you may go about changing those court dates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Number 27, Manuel Verdugo Ortega to the podium. Number 15, Christian Peterson, to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Manuel Verdugo Ortega, 12285.
Thank you. We are here today on two cases. Both of these are arrest warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The first is a failure to appear or a bench warrant. There are three underlying allegations. The first, possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony. The second, unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a Class 5 felony. The third, threatening or intimidating, a Class 1 misdemeanor, all alleged on or about December the 5th of 2021. I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office for you on both cases. I'm going to divert momentarily to the second matter because this is a direct complaint warrant alleging one count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor, alleged on or about February the 24th of 2023. As I said, I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You have two court dates coming up on February the 26th and March the 2nd of 2026, both at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. As to bail, I'm going to affirm the amount that is currently set in each bench warrant. And so as to the first matter, that's $1,000 cash only. As to the second matter, that is $500 secured appearance. So you have a mixture of cash only and secured appearance bond. Cash only is dollar for dollar. Secured appearance allows some sort of split in the event that you work with a bail bondsman. I'm ordering pretrial supervision through the Pretrial Services Agency. Additionally, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs. Without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes, sir. So you're saying for my bond's basically $1,500?
$1,500, yes.
Okay, and then I could be free and just show up to my next court date. Am I correct?
If you post bail, you'll be released, yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left, sir. Appreciate it. Number 15, Christian Peterson, to the podium. Number 17, Marvana Lyons, to the chair. And good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Christian Peterson, 11888.
Thank you. We are here today on a bench warrant, a failure to appear warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There is one count of possession of drug paraphernalia from January the 8th of 2016.
Yes, sir.
Just a moment.
Your Honor.
Just a moment.
No problem. Sorry.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just a moment.
No problem.
And so I'm seeing the history of this case, sir. This is a petition to revoke probation. A warrant was issued. Bond was paid.
Are you talking about like the recent?
Back in 2019.
Okay.
And I'm seeing an IA order from Verde Valley Justice. That sets a court date for you. That's dated August 20th of 2019. Issuance of a warrant the following month on September the 12th of 2019. posted. Warrant issued 2/5/26.
So
before you say anything, sir,
Yes, sir.
You may have heard on the initial advisement, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to counsel. If you do want to tell me something, my concern here really is about release conditions, not necessarily the merits of any alleged probation violation.
Gotcha.
And so I'll leave it to you. What would you like to tell me, sir, if anything?
You said that this most recent was in February.
I'm seeing the issuance of a warrant.
Yes. So, they got picked up in Yavapai, and they gave me paperwork stating that I needed to show up in the downtown courts on the 29th of January.
Mm-hmm.
I went down there, and I had no court date, and they couldn't give me any information. They said that I was on the master calendar, but didn't have a date set yet, or a date set, period. And so I made an attempt. I'm currently living in Sedona, and made the drive down, and I got no information. I got the runaround, and then I guess this is a lesson on persistence and not calling again. In the several weeks following that.
So you called the court in January?
No, I showed up. I showed up to the downtown, right there, and I forget the address, but right there off like the 6th Avenue, whatever. And I called around to several of the different courts trying to get some information on it, on when a court date was or anything, and couldn't get anything. And then again, I guess a lesson on persistence. I didn't continue to follow up after the several attempts that I made.
Go ahead. To your point, persistence. Reading over the notes from the Adult Probation Department, which you are to be keeping in contact with while you are on felony probation, and they're persistently attempting to get into contact with you and find out where you are. And so, at least based on the notes that I am reading.
Sure.
And so, I appreciate your input, sir.
Yes.
I'm going to set bail in the amount of $1,500. That's a secured appearance bond. If you post that, you'll be released. Do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 17, Marvana Lyons to the podium. Number 10, Arnaud Irakosi to the chair, please. And good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Marvana Lyons, 8/27/1993.
Thank you. We are here today on a grand jury warrant out of Maricopa County. That means that a grand jury has handed down an indictment finding probable cause and accusing you of count 1, possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a class 2 felony. Count 2, possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, a class 4 felony. And count 3, carrying a deadly weapon with failure to admit, a class 1 misdemeanor, all alleged on or about July the 20th of 2025. I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you in setting an arraignment on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am affirming the amount set in the grand jury warrant. That is $1,000. Secured appearance, post that and be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
Yes, what's the secured, what kind of bond? I'm confused.
Secured appearance bond is distinct from a cash-only bond. So with the cash-only bond, you have to post it dollar for dollar, okay? With the secured appearance bond, it enables you to work with a bail bonding agency should you decide to do so, to put up to some sort of security to get a bail bondsman to go your bail, or at least a portion of your bail with only a portion of that paid by you. And so this enables you to do that.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 10, Arnaud Irakosi to the podium. Number 7, Nicholas Vaught, to the chair, please. And good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Arnold Irakoze, January 1st, 1992.
Thank you, sir. We are here today on a probation violation warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 1, 11, and 15 of probation. I am appointed the Office of Public Defense Services to represent you and setting one court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm going to affirm the amount already set in the probation violation warrant. That is $400 secured appearance. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not have victim contact. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. Contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. Please step to your left. Number 7, Nicholas Vaught, to the podium. Number 3, Leonard Liberio, to the chair, please. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Nicholas Vaught, 10-2-79.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a Justice Court warrant out of the West McDowell Justice Court. The second case is a municipal court case out of the Peoria Municipal Court. Both of these are warrants out of their respective cases. The first appears to be a failure to appear warrant out of Peoria. The underlying charge is one count of Peoria Code 13-7, urban camping, Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm going to order that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing in Peoria, which is February the 24th of 2026 at 9 a.m. I'm going to set bail in the amount of $250 on that case. As to the Justice Court matter, this is on one underlying count of criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. This is a failure to appear warrant. I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is February 25th of 2026, 8:30 in the morning at the West McDowell Justice Court, setting bail in the amount of $205 on that matter. Both of these are secured appearance bonds. If you are released, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
Time here until 26th, 25th?
The 24th and the 25th are your court dates. All right, thank you, sir. You may step to your left. Number 3, Leonard Liberio, to the podium. Number 20, Janelle Hosky, to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Leonard Paul Labario, 11-1-62.
Thank you. We're here today on a probation violation warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3, 4, 7, and 13 of probation with one prior reinstatement. I am appointing counsel through the Public Defender's Office and setting a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm setting bail in the amount of $250. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Please step to your left. Number 20, Janelle Hosky, to the podium. Number 30, Francisco Rincon Meza, to the chair. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Jonelle Hosky, 12/27/1987.
Thank you. We're here today on a probation violation warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am setting bail in the amount of $250. Note that it's a secured appearance bond. That's the amount set in the warrant itself. If you post that, you'll be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions are in writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
So just go to court and then I'll be released again, or no?
If you post bail, you'll be released.
But I have to post bail to be released on the court date too.
If you post bail, you'll be released. If you do not post bail, you'll remain in custody until the case resolves or your release conditions are otherwise modified.
Okay.
All right, any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 30, Francisco Rincon Mesa to the podium. Number 22, Kelton Earl to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Francisco Rincon, 101487.
Thank you. We are here today on a new case out of the Peoria Municipal Court. There is one charge of interference with judicial proceedings, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is an arraignment on February the 24th of 2026 at 9 a.m. at the Peoria Municipal Court. I am setting bail in the amount of $250. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not have victim contact. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. You must obey the terms of any order of protection that is issued or to be issued. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 22, Kelton Earl to the podium. Number 29, Brian Green to the chair, please. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Kelton Earl, 5/12/1979.
Thank you. We are here today on a bench warrant out of the West Mesa Justice Court. There's one underlying count of driving with a suspended license stemming from September the 3rd of 2025. I'm ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is an arraignment at West Mesa Justice Court on February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning. This is a failure to appear warrant, so I'm going to affirm setting bail. However, I'm only going to set $50. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Other release conditions reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 29, Brian Green to the podium. Number 24, Jameson Risto to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Brian Green, 102677.
Thank you. We're here today on a Maricopa County Superior Court family matter. So this is a non-criminal matter. This is a child support arrest warrant. I'm not appointing counsel because this is not a criminal matter. You're free to retain counsel at your own expense if you decide to do so. There is a hearing for the return on the arrest warrant on February the 24th of 2026 at 10 o'clock in the morning. The family court has fixed the purge amount for this warrant. That is $1,500. Post that and be released. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 24, Jameson Risto to the podium. Number 2, Justin Trombino to the chair. Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Jameson Carl Restell, October 10th, 1970.
Thank you. We are here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There's one charge of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony for which I did find probable cause. I am appointing you counsel through the Public Defender's Office and setting 2 court dates for March the 6th and March the 10th of 2026, both at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, I do.
Based on your promise to appear, it's ordered releasing you to the supervision of the pretrial services agencies. You're going to have pretrial services release with drug testing and monitoring. So you're going to get a yellow sheet of paper that details how you get in touch with the pretrial services agency. You're going to need to get in touch with them, stay in touch with them.
Yes.
Excuse me, during the course of the case. So you receive that. Additional release conditions: do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 2, Justin Trombino to the podium. Number 11, Beverly Hernandez to the chair. Good afternoon, sir. Please
Good
tell me your
afternoon.
name and date of birth.
Justin Trombino, 11/14/93.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is an out-of-county matter from the Pioneer Justice Court. And
Okay.
so we'll start with the Superior Court matter. Like I said, it's a new case. There are 2 charges. The first is possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. The second is possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set 2 court dates for March the 6th and 10th of 2026, both at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse at 175 West Madison. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, sir.
Based on your promise to appear, it's ordered releasing you on your own recognizance as to the Superior Court matter here in Maricopa County with release conditions that you receive in writing. Let's move to the out-of-county matter.
Okay.
This is an out-of-county warrant. It appears to be a post-adjudication warrant for a failure to pay, perhaps, this is an underlying matter with a DUI. Given the nature of the charge, I'm not appointing counsel. Of course, you can always retain counsel at your own expense if you decide to do so on this case.
Yes, sir.
You have an arraignment at the Pioneer Justice Court on February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Pioneer Justice Court. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, sir.
And based on your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on the out-of-county warrant matter as well, with release conditions that will be reduced to writing that you will get. If you fail to appear for a court date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 11, Beverly Hernandez to the podium. And number 16, Holly Sanchez to the chair. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Beverly Hernandez, 1988.
Thank you. We're here today on a grand jury warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. That means that a grand jury has handed down an indictment finding probable cause and accusing you of 1 count of animal cruelty, which is a Class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office for you and set an arraignment on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's sort of releasing you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear for a court date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. If you, as you are released, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. I'm actually going to additionally, during the pendency of this case, you may not possess or keep care or custody over any animals. Additional release conditions reduced to writing. This will be a reprint, by the way, that we're going to print out for you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Thank you very much. You may step to your left. We'll get the new paperwork out to you in just a moment.
Okay.
Number 16, Holly Sanchez to the podium. Number 18, Chad Hartz to the chair, please. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Holly K. Sanchez, February 23rd, 1987.
Thank you. We're here today on a probation violation warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court.
Yes, sir.
The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3, 5, and 6 of your probation. It's noted that the date of the warrant is from November the 15th of 2024. I'm going to give you the Public Defender's Office to represent you, or appoint the Public Defender's Office, I should say.
Yes, sir.
I'm setting a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse. That's 201 West Jefferson. Based on what I'm reading from the booking report and from the notes from this past November, the narrative is that you flew in from Alabama to come self-surrender here.
Yes, sir.
So, given the date of the warrant, and this is new information that's come to light since the warrant was issued, and the fact that you took it upon yourself to fly out here to self-surrender.
On my birthday.
Do you promise to appear for your court date on February the 27th of 2026, Downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir, that won't be a problem.
Based on your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear, a warrant can issue for your arrest. As you are released, do not have victim contact, do not possess any weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, just want to say thank you.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 18, Chad Hartz, to the podium. Good afternoon, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Chad Irvin Hartz, 10/31/1986.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 probation violation warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm going to appoint the Legal Advocate's Office to represent you and set a court date for you on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse for both of your cases. My reading of the probation violation warrant is that they both specify a $0 bond. I'm going to confirm that very, very briefly.
What does that mean?
So $0 and $0. And I do not see any specification that you are to be held without bail. So the only conclusion that I can draw from this is that the probation violation judicial officer saw fit to release you after you were arrested on both of these warrants. And so do you promise to appear for your court dates?
Yes.
All right, then based on your promise to appear, it's sort of releasing you on your own recognizance as to both of your matters. As you are released, do not have victim contact, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Let's clear gallery for the remainder. All set?
I got one more in there. What's the one that needs to be gone?
I have number 9 and number 6 left.
Yes.
All right, let's start with number 9. Kimberly Batista. Good evening, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Good evening, Your Honor. It's Kimberly Bautista, January 9, 1995.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 4 charges. The first 2 charges are endangering the life or the health of a minor, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Second is interference with judicial proceedings, a Class 1 misdemeanor. And last, failure to obey a police officer, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set 2 court dates on March the 6th and 10th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse at 175 West Madison. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, it's ordered releasing you to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency. This is given the absence of felony and limited misdemeanor history located by the Pretrial Services Agency and in Form 4. Likewise, with regard to the Pretrial Services Agency final recommendation, I believe that these conditions are the least onerous conditions of release to serve the purposes of Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2. And so, as you are released to the Pretrial Services Agency, you're going to have to get into contact with them once you're released, because you're going to need to keep up contact with them to comply with your release conditions, which also include do not have victim contact, do not possess weapons, do not have co-defendant contact, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. You may return to and reside at the scene of the alleged crime only if no minor child is present or residing there, including any alleged victim. If any alleged victim or any other minor residing there has not moved out or been removed by the Department of Child Safety, or if a child returns to the home, then you must find an alternative residence and bring proof of that to your next court hearing. One civil standby with law enforcement is permitted. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing that you'll receive. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you. I really appreciate you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Have a good day.
All right, let's clear for the last case. All set? Oh. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Anthony Gampa, June 17th, 1975.
Thank you. We are here today on 2 cases. The first is a new case out of Maricopa County Superior Court. The second is a probation violation case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. On the first matter, just a moment, sir. There are 3 charges. The first is aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony. The second is, interference with judicial proceedings, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The last is disorderly conduct, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause. I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you on both cases. And I'm setting court dates on February the 26th, 27th of 2026 and March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse. It looked like you may have had a question before you do. As you may have heard during the initial advisement, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to counsel. And so you don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to. If you do, I'm most interested in the conditions of release, not necessarily the merits of any underlying case. I will leave that to you. What would you like to tell me, if anything?
I just want to tell you, sir, that I'm real good on my probation. I talk to my probation officer daily. I have a good job. I currently work every day. I go to these counseling classes once a week, every Tuesday. I got 2 dogs at my house. I would just like to be released to go home so I can continue to work and keep up with my classes and with my probation. I'm real up to date on all of those. You know, I know you don't want to hear about the case, but I just need to. I just like to be home so I can handle this. You know, I just feel like, man, I don't want to lose my job or my good standings with my probation officer and everything I'm doing in probation and my counseling and that's really all I have to say, Your Honor. Is that's it. I have great support outside. I have my mother, my father, my sister, and my boss is a big supporter of me. And that's it, Your Honor. I just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and I do appreciate your input. Regarding compliance with probation, I will note that I do have record of a prior violation and reinstatement to probation as recently as September of 2025. And not only were you reinstated, you were stated to intensive probation.
Yes, sir.
And so the level of scrutiny that the adult probation department pays to you is increased because you've been deemed at least worthy of increased supervision. And so term 1 of probation, as I'm sure you know, is do not commit new crimes. And of course, you are entitled to the presumption of innocence. I'm not trying to disparage that, but here we are with an arrest on a new case that there is probable cause to move forward on. And so that does give me no small measure of concern. And I do appreciate your input. However, as to the new matter, I'm setting bail in the amount of $15,000. That's a secured appearance bond. As to the new matter, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime, do not have victim contact, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Because it's IPS, report to probation within 24 hours. This will be a reprint. Given the concerns that I have laid out, sir, and I am quite concerned, I'm going to make a finding pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C that you're to be held without bail on your probation violation matter. Do you have any questions, sir?
So there's no chance of me going home then?
I'm not inclined to review this decision tonight. However, I have appointed counsel through the Public Defender's Office. If you wish to seek a motion to have the release conditions reviewed, I will leave that to a conversation between yourself and counsel. But for tonight's purposes, we're going to affirm the bail decision that I've just made. Any other questions, sir?
What was you said the $15,000, that's not bail?
Because you have 2 cases, right? And so you are entitled to bail as a matter of right on your new case because it is a new case, right? There's no conviction on that case at this point in time, right? As I said, you are presumed innocent on the new case. However, given the posture of your probation violation matter, you are post-conviction on that matter. Therefore, Rule 7.2 of the Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure, it enables me to hold you without bail, which I am doing. Does that make sense, sir?
Yeah.
It may not make sense. But
when do you hold me till?
Until, well, at least on the probation violation matter, until your matter is resolved or your release conditions are otherwise modified.
So I'll have another court date, or when is that?
You have court dates on February the 27th and February the 26th and March the 2nd of 2026, all at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, so, all right.
All right. All right, thank you very much, sir. That brings us to the end of the 5 o'clock initial appearance calendar for February the 20th of 2026. We will stand in recess. Thank you. May be seated. This counsel on the line for. The state's not appearing for it? No. Okay. Good evening. This is the 8:00 p.m. initial appearance calendar for February the 20th of 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given the first calendar day of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I will now read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for an initial appearance calendar. What that means is that you are going to learn a little bit more about the allegations against you, learn about whether or not you've been appointed counsel, learn about your next court dates, and learn about your release conditions. As I call you up, please come to the podium at the center of the courtroom here. If you are next, please wait in the chair at the front of the gallery by the door right over there. That just helps us have a nice, smooth proceeding here tonight. And do we have Mr. Dwarman on the line?
Yes, good evening, Judge. Thank you.
Good evening. Let's start then with number 31, Brittany Roberts, to the podium. Number 20, Marcus Ward, to the chair. And good evening, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Brittany Roberts, September 5th, 1987.
Thank you. And counsel, please announce.
Thank you, Judge. Again, good evening, Judge. Howard Dorn on behalf of Brittany Roberts, who is present and in custody.
Thank you. And counsel, are you appearing generally speaking, or are you entering a limited appearance for the purpose of tonight? I know you filed 2 NOAs, or yes, 1 Judge. NOA.
So actually, Judge, and first of all, I'd like to thank the court for moving this case up to the 8 p.m. calendar and allowing me to.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. Judge, I filed my notice of appearance in this case back on February 10th, actually, which it goes into part of my argument for release. So I can leave it at that for now if the court would like.
Well, it's just going to affect my order regarding counsel as to whether or not I appoint the public defender's office on top of your appearance tonight. So is it a more general appearance for the remainder of the case, or is this just for tonight's purposes, Mr. Dorn?
No, Judge, I am retained.
Oh, you are retained. Very well. Then I will, let me just work on the orders regarding counsel briefly.
Sure.
All right, very well. The record will reflect the appearance of Howard Dwarman as counsel of record for both cases. All right. Now, Ms. Roberts, we're here today on 2 Superior Court failure to appear warrants or bench warrants alleging that you missed a court date. I will note for the record that The Adult Probation Department alleges violations of terms 6, 7, 12, and 15. These were all alleged by a petition to revoke probation. It appears back in 2021. I'm going to set a court date for you on February the 27th of 2026. That's at the downtown Superior Courthouse.
I
Yes.
apologize. We already have a court date. It's the 25th that's been set in both matters. The court did that upon my filing notice of appearance.
Okay. Do we have a mechanism to accelerate that to the 25th based on the original calendar?
No.
Okay. We don't have that mechanism here, Mr. Dorman, so I hate to put more work on your plate, but you may seek a motion to vacate. This is without prejudice, any motion to vacate court date that you may file sometime in the future. But for tonight's purposes, I'm just going to set the 27th date at 8:30 in the morning, 201 West Jefferson. All right. Now, I will note, and I'm sure counsel is aware of the amount suggested in the bench warrants. I'll hear argument on release conditions.
Would you like that from me, Judge, or from the state?
State is not appearing, and so go ahead, Mr.
Thank you, Judge. So, Judge, as the court noted, this case is a little aged. The petition to revoke was issued back in 2021. So my client had been modified from IPS to standard in September of 2020. As you can see looking at the petition, maybe you can see by looking at the petition, the last reported date was December 22nd, which was merely about 30 days later. My understanding, speaking with my client, is there was some confusion. She believed she had been terminated from probation, not modified from IPS to standard. So my client then had left and gone to her home state of Wyoming. She learned about the warrant when she came to visit her father in Flagstaff and in January of 2026, at which time she was arrested. A bond was posted. Again, some confusion therein lied because my client wasn't aware of a court date that was set on January 16th. However, that court date did happen. My client did not appear, and she again had already gone back to Wyoming. Upon learning that the warrant had been issued on January 16th or shortly thereafter, my client contacted me, retained my services. I filed my notice of appearance immediately, along with a motion to quash the warrant. At that time, unfortunately, my client had already been arrested and was being held on potential extradition charges, or not charges, excuse me, potential extradition as a matter of this case. Judge, my client did not fight extradition. She didn't dispute her identity in any way. We were simply hoping that the court would quash the warrant and that we would have an appearance and get the matter handled through an arraignment. Unfortunately, the court didn't grant the motion to quash, hence why she's in front of you today. So, Judge, that being said as well, over the last 5 years, my client hasn't engaged in any new criminal activity. She does suffer from substance addiction, in which she has gotten under great control. I think evident of that is the fact that she has not committed any new crimes since this happened. In addition to that, Judge, my client has gone through treatment numerous times. She has remained clean and sober for several years now. She has a small child up in Wyoming who was recently involved in some medical treatments. The reason I actually found out that my client was transported is because her friend contacted me because she couldn't get a hold of my client to let my client know that her child was doing just fine and not to worry. So, Judge, I would ask the court to release my client on her own recognizance. She will be appearing. She's clearly taken this matter very seriously by retaining private counsel. The bond in this matter is arguably low. I'm not saying that $2,200 and $2,250 is not a lot of money. It certainly is. But in all due respect, considering what this court has probably seen and looked at in its many years in practice and on the bench, I think we could probably agree that this bond is nominal compared to many other bonds that get issued. My client has no desire to run. She never had a desire to run in the first place. She is not a flight risk. The only thing that I will have to be candid with the court is she doesn't have a home here in Maricopa County. She does up in Coconino County with her parents in Flagstaff, though. So if the court were to order her to remain in the state, that wouldn't be an issue, at least not for us to deal with until her arraignment in probation violation court, which, whether it be the 27th or 25th, I'll certainly file a motion to accelerate and try to have that maintained on the 25th calendar. But nonetheless, Judge, my client is certainly not a flight risk, and none of her criminal history involves any violent behavior, so she's certainly not a threat to herself or others. I would ask the court, with all due respect, to, at this time, just release my client on her own recognizance and a promise to appear. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Dwarman. And I hope I'm not ambushing you, but do you have any additional information on what looks to be an arrest in Yavapai County on 12/30/2025?
Judge, that was my understanding is that was the arrest on this warrant. On the very first initial warrant that was issued.
Okay.
So if you look at the record, from what I can see, on March 29th of 2021, there was a probation violation warrant issued. I believe my client was arrested on that in the end of December, and then held for apparently a little while in Yavapai County.
In Yavapai, and then the subsequent arrest in Flagstaff was 1/16, you said?
Well, so Judge, I'm just going off the court record as far as when the warrant was issued. 1/16 is when the probation violation court issued another warrant because my client failed to appear for her court appearance on January 16th.
Okay.
So I may have gotten Yavapai and Coconino confused. My client.
I see.
She was arrested while visiting her father, who resides in Coconino County.
Okay.
On this warrant, so that may have occurred in Yavapai County, and I may have just spoken out of turn a little bit there in confusing those two counties, which are right next to each other.
Okay. All right. Having considered the arguments of counsel, any further argument as to release conditions?
No, Judge. Thank you very much for your time.
All right. Thank you very much. So, having considered the argument of counsel, Ms. Roberts, I understand that part of this could have been a mix-up, but it appears from the notes and from the record in this case, and as counsel pointed out, there was initial start out on intensive probation, IPS. And that is a level of scrutiny that that is higher than normal. And coming off of that, with the step down from IPS to standard, as it were, that comes with a bench warrant, potentially 2 bench warrants, and the need to extradite you from Wyoming. I understand counsel's point. It's well taken that you didn't contest extradition. You wanted to come here and get this sorted. Nevertheless, I do not believe that own recognizance release is appropriate, given the background of this case, the failure to appear, and the need for extradition to get you here. Likewise, I do have some concern, given that your only contact in Arizona is out of county. And so I am going to set bail. What I will do is change the cash-only bond amount on the first matter. I'm going to set that as secured appearance. And so I'm setting $1,500 secured appearance as to the matter marked number 31 on the calendar. And I'll save and send that over to you for reprint.
Okay.
However, as to number 32 marked on the calendar, I'm going to affirm the amount, $750 secured appearance. So if you add those up, you get your total bond amount. If you do post bail, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours if you are released. Other release conditions reduced to writing in the written notice you're about to receive. Anything further from counsel?
No, Judge, thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Dorman. You may be excused. Ms. Roberts, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Judge, I apologize. Just real quick.
Yes.
The court set the hearing for the 27th. Is that correct? At what time?
27th, 8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. Thank you very much, Judge.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
And yes, we'll get that new paperwork out to her in just a moment. 32, re-sign? Okay, that's signed over to you. All right. We all set? Okay. Number 20, Marcus Ward to the podium. Number 18, Mercedes Jones to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Marcus James Ward, 12/21/68.
Thank you. We're here today on 2 Superior Court failures to appear at bench warrants. These arise out of probation violation proceedings. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office for you and set a court date for you on February the 27th of 2026. That's at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. Given the conditions set out in the bench warrants, I'm going to affirm both bench warrants and hold you without bail on both cases pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 19, Mercedes Jones to the podium. Number 27, Casey Ayala to the chair. Good evening, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Mercedes Jones, 1106-98.
Thank you. We're here with 2 cases tonight. The first is a grand jury warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court, and the second is a municipal court warrant out of the El Mirage Municipal Court. Let's start with the grand jury case. A grand jury has handed down an indictment finding probable cause and accusing you of organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony, on or about May the 24th of 2025. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office for you and setting a court date for an arraignment on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning. Let's move briefly to the municipal court warrant out of El Mirage. There are 2 underlying counts. One is shoplifting. They're actually both shoplifting, alleged on or about December the 20th of 2021. I'm going to order that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is an arraignment at El Mirage on March the 2nd of 2026 at 10 o'clock in the morning. Did you have a question?
I've been to jail for El Mirage. I don't understand why it keeps popping up.
Well, this appears to be, from the information that I have, which admittedly is less than what El Mirage has, this appears to be a pre-adjudication warrant on 2 counts of shoplifting on or about December the 20th of 2021. And so that is the information that I'm proceeding on tonight, okay? All right. As to bail, I'm going to, just a moment.
And I
This is a reprint on number 19.
And I did turn myself in too as well to get this taken care of.
Understood, and thank you for your input. However, given the grand jury proceeding and the fact that the grand jury saw fit to issue the warrant, I am going to affirm the amount set in the grand jury warrant. That's $10,000 cash only. As to the municipal court warrant setting bail in the amount of $500, that's a secured appearance bond. If you are released, do not return to the scene of any alleged crime, do not have contact with any victims, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive, which we're printing out right now. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, you said that my bail is $10,000. You cannot lower my bail by any chance.
So I'm deferring to the judgment of the grand jury that had a bit more information than I did in setting the amount that they did. Now, this isn't to say that you can't seek review of the bail determination once more information comes out regarding what information the grand jury may have had, but I'll leave that for a conversation between you and counsel. For tonight's purposes, I'm going to leave it as it is. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left and collect your release conditions. Number 27, Casey Ayala to the podium. Number 28, Brandon Begay to the chair. And good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
5/24/95, Casey Ayala.
Thank you. We're here today on a Superior Court grand jury warrant. That means that a grand jury has handed down an indictment finding probable cause and accusing you of four counts of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of misconduct involving weapons, a Class 4 felony, all alleged on or about November the 15th of 2025. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office and setting a court date for an arraignment for you on February the 27th of 2026. As to release conditions, I'm going to affirm the amount set in the grand jury warrant, and this is going to be a reprint because I need to add release conditions. That's $20,000 cash only with pretrial services supervision and alcohol testing and monitoring in the event that you are released. Additionally, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders that you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Does that mess with my court dates in March? Is it going to change that? I believe I have one on the 9th, I believe.
Talk to counsel about coordinating your court dates. Sometimes when there are multiple cases going through the system, it's possible to, for lack of a better term, align them so that they follow each other along, but that may be a motion that you may talk to your attorney about as to whether or not you want to seek that. So I'll leave that for a conversation for between yourself and counsel, sir.
Okay, and I have one more as well about the indictment.
Yes.
Does that mess with that? Does it affect that or any type of way? As in, like...
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Because I had a court date on the 12th of this month. And I was supposed to get a plea at that time, but I didn't because I had an indictment that they had picked up.
Talk to your lawyer about how it may or may not affect plea negotiations, if that's your question.
Okay.
So that is a multifaceted answer, which you should talk to your lawyer about, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
No, sir.
No, that'll be it.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 28, Brandon McGay to the podium. Number 11, Douglas Dalrymple to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Brandon Joseph Begay, December 6, 1985.
Thank you. We are here today on a new case out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. There are two charges. The first is aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony. The second is interference with judicial proceedings, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause, and I'm appointing you a lawyer through the Public Defender's Office. You have two court dates coming up on February the 26th and March the 2nd of 2026, both at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm setting bail in the amount of $10,000. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released to the supervision of the Pretrial Services Agency with electronic monitoring to be installed before you are released. If you are released, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not have victim contact. Do not possess weapons. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. You must obey the terms of any order of protection that is currently issued or to be issued. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Ed. I have two jobs right now. I just got hired with Walgreens, and I also work for McDonald's. Is there any way I can set the bail just a little bit lower? I was hoping to actually just be released, but if we could set the bail just a little bit lower, if we can.
Yeah, sir, given your arrest and conviction history, I do have some concern about community safety on top of the allegations that are here with us tonight. And so I'm not inclined to revisit the bail determination that I've made tonight. You may seek review of the bail determination if you wish to do so. That is a conversation for between yourself and counsel. Do you have any other questions, sir?
No.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left.
All right, thank you.
Number 11, Douglas Dalrymple to the podium. Number 3, Albert Frere to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Douglas Dalrymple, 84.
All All right, thank you. We're here today on two cases. These are both Superior Court probation violation warrants. Is he going to make it? Okay. All right, so these are two Superior Court probation violation warrants. The Adult Probation Department, just a moment. All right, sir. Thank you for your patience. These are two probation violation warrants. The Adult Probation Department alleges violations of terms 3 and 5 of probation. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you, setting your court date for February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at downtown Superior Courthouse, setting bail in the amount of $350 per case. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions reduced to writing, the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions, sir? Thank you very much. You may step to your left. And we have a reprint right there for Mr. Dalrymple. Number 3, Albert Frere to the podium. Number 13, Eric Price to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Albert Frager, 04/01/1991.
Thank you very much. We're here today on two cases. These are both Superior Court probation violation warrants. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of probation, noting one prior reinstatement. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You have a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. As to bail, I'm setting bail in the amount of $250 per case for a grand total of $500 secured appearance. Post that and be released. If you are released, I'm ordering that you do not possess any weapons, don't possess any drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Contact probation within 72 hours of your release if you are released. Other release conditions reduced to writing, the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
I understand one of the warrants. What was the other one for the violation? I understand the violation one of the probation, but what was the other one?
These both allege violation of probation.
Well, why two?
Because you have two cases.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's no way to be released?
If you post bail, you would be released. I'm not inclined to release you on your own recognizance, given the record that I've seen alleged in the petitions to revoke probation.
What's the record? I mean, I've been following everything by the book this last year, but the last couple of months only because I've been going through my own family issues and health problems and stuff like that, and taking care of a brother that has mental health. I mean, I graduated from the peer support specialist program. I did my classes with Tara, was on time, graduated early. I've been doing everything up until this point. That's because I'm going through my own issues, but I was going to call my probation officer, and I didn't even know there was a warrant out. So
understood, sir. If you want to know what the more specific allegations are, term number 3, report is directed to probation. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have failed to report on October the 7th of 2025, October the 20th of 2025, November the 17th of 2025, and December the 9th of 2025.
Yeah.
Likewise, term number 5 of probation, obtain permission from the Adult Probation Department before changing residence. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you did not receive prior approval before changing residence. The petition to revoke probation also alleges that your whereabouts were unknown since at least August the 14th of 2025. And so this appears to be, and I appreciate the information that you have given me here, sir, but this appears to be an issue of staying in contact with the adult probation department. And so, does that answer your question as to what the allegations are?
Yeah, I understand it better, but we contacted, but once I got out of, she changed from going into over the phone, she changed the week. So then it just made it more confusing. So yeah, I did miss, and yeah, but then made it more difficult that my mom didn't help, saying that I didn't live there when I lived there, but she was just in a bad mood. So I understand now.
Understood, sir. Anything else?
She said, no, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 13, Eric Price to the podium. Number 16, Aaron Parker to the chair.
Good morning. I'm not sure what time it is. How are you, sir?
Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
My name is Eric William Price, July 20th, 1974.
Thank you. We're here today on a Maricopa County Superior Court probation violation warrant.
All right.
The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation through a petition to revoke probation. I'm noting 2 prior reinstatements to probation. I am going to appoint you to the Public Defender's Office and set a court date for February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm setting bail in the amount of $500. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, I'm ordering that you do not possess any weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol. Contact probation within 72 hours of your release if you are released. Other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders that you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No. Well, I do actually, sir. When I was arrested, I had my debit card on me. Can I say whether they can use the debit card?
Please talk to your detention officer on how you're going to post bond if that's your question of whether or not you can use your debit card. Any other questions, sir?
February 26th, you said?
The 27th.
And what is the date today?
Today is the 20th.
Oh, none.
All right. Anything else?
All right. No, that's all.
Thank you, sir. Number 16, Aaron Parker to the podium. Number 17, Yusuf Ondegay to the chair. And good evening. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
My name is Aaron Parker. Date of birth is 1/23/90.
Thank you. We're here today on a failure to appear warrant out of Maricopa County Superior Court. There are 2 underlying allegations of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, both alleged on or about April the 23rd of 2017. Look at the docket on this case. And so the conduct alleged that forms the basis for this case is alleged to have occurred almost a decade ago. The case commenced in 2019, and here we are in 2026. All right. And so I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office for you and set a status conference for you on March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse, setting bail in the amount of $500 cash only. Post that and be released. If you are released, don't possess weapons, don't possess drugs without a valid prescription, don't possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours. If you are released, other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders that you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
I just wanted to know, like, why I can't just, like, plead guilty and just be done with it, like,
Well, part of it, I would imagine, has something to do with going to court. And so there was a warrant due to a failure to appear at a court date, and that's why you're here tonight.
Right.
And so your next court date is March the 2nd of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse.
Right. I went to court the last time, and my public defender didn't come to court with like a no call, no show. And the judge told me that, like, off the record, that he said to just have my public defender schedule an appointment, or even schedule a new court date. And I never even had like a bond hearing, or, you know, a bond forfeiture hearing or anything. Like, I just all of a sudden had a warrant.
Understood, ma'am. Please talk to counsel about how you're going to approach the case, including plea negotiations, because it does seem like you're interested in that moving forward. For tonight's purposes, I'm going to affirm the bond amount. That'll conclude the initial appearance. You may step to your left. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Number 17, Yusuf Andegay, to the podium. Number 6, Tyrone Potter, to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Yusuf Andegay, 101-2000.
Thank you. We're here today on a new case out of two cases, really. The first is a new case out of Maricopa County Superior Court, and the second is a Superior Court probation violation matter alleging a Term 1 violation. As we know, Term 1 of probation is do not commit new crimes, and we are here on an allegation of new case, 3 charges of narcotic drugs, transportation or sale, Class 2 felony, and 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, all alleged on or about February the 20th, February the 4th, January the 28th, and February the 17th of 2026. I did find probable cause. I'm going to appoint you counsel through the Public Defender's Office. This is going to be a reprint. On the new case, and set court dates for you on February the 26th and 27th and March the 2nd of 2026. All of those are at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. As to the newer case, I am going to set bail in the amount of $25,000. That's a secured appearance bond. However, as to the probation violation matter, pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C, I'm holding you without bail. Do you have any questions, sir?
You say you're holding me without bail?
On the probation violation matter, yes, sir.
What was the
You do have bail on the new matter, the sale matter, because it's a new case. You're entitled to bail as a matter of right, but that is not the case with the probation violation matter, and so I'm holding you without bail on the probation violation matter.
So, yeah, I'm confused. So you said, so it's 3 charges?
Yes.
What was it?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
3 counts of transportation or sale of narcotic drugs, Class 2 felony, 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. So that's actually 4 counts.
So just because of those cases, I can't get a bond?
You do have a bond on your new case, and so, but I'm holding you without bail on the probation violation matter, as I said. Any other questions, sir?
So basically, there's no bail?
There is bail on your new case, sir.
I mean, so if I do post a bond, it's not going to let me go through because I got the probation violation, right?
If you post bail, well, talk to your attorney about whether or not it's a good idea to post bond on the new matter, given the probation violation matter. If you want to seek review of these release conditions, you may also talk to counsel about whether or not to seek a motion for a review of this. But for tonight's purposes, I'm going to leave the release conditions as they are. Anything else, sir?
Well, that'll be it.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 6, Tyrone Potter, to the podium. Number 7, Sami Abdullahi, to the chair. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Tyrone Potter, date of birth 12/29/69.
Thank you. We're here today on a probation violation warrant at the Maricopa County Superior Court. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm setting bail in the amount of $250. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 7, Sami Abdullahi to the podium. Number 24, Rogelio Smith to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Sam Abdullahi, 3/21/98.
Thank you. We're here today on 4 cases. These are all bench warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm appointing you the Public Defender's Office and setting status conference for you on February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse on all 4 of your cases. I'm going to set bail in the amount of $50 cash bond per case. So that's a grand total of $200 cash only. If you post that, you'll be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. If you are released, other release conditions are reduced to writing in the written orders that you are about to receive. Do you have any questions? Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 24, Rogelio Smith to the podium. Number 1, Alicia Bowen to the chair. And good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
January 24, 1983.
And your name.
Hello, Carrasco Smith.
Oh, yes, thank you. This is a Superior Court probation violation warrant out of Maricopa County. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation with 1 prior reinstatement. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office and setting a court date for you on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I am affirming the amount set in the probation violation warrant. That's $250. That's a secured appearance bond. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. Other release conditions are in writing that you will receive. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 1, Alicia Bowen to the podium. Number 30, Eric Mickelson to the chair. Good evening, ma'am. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Alicia Marie Bowen, 11/22/2000.
Thank you. We're here today on 3 cases. The first is a Justice Court warrant out of the Hassayampa Justice Court. The second is a Justice Court warrant out of the South Mountain Justice Court. The third is a Municipal Court warrant out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. Let's start with the Hassayampa case. All right, so this appears to be a post-adjudication warrant out of the Hassayampa Justice Court. The underlying count is 1 count of DUI, misdemeanor, back from 2024. I'm going to order that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing at Hassayampa, which is February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning. Let's move briefly to the other 2. This is the Justice Court warrant out of South Mountain. This is on 1 count of driving with a suspended license, a misdemeanor from 2025, back in July of 2025. I'm also ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the arraignment hearing, also on February the 25th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the South Mountain Justice Court for the arraignment there. Likewise, for the municipal matter out of Goodyear, this is on 1 underlying count of DUI again, Class 1 misdemeanor alleged on or about February the 20th of 2025. That's also a post-adjudication warrant. Ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing for Goodyear, which is also February the 25th of 2026, 8:30 in the morning. Now, I understand that you can't be at 3 places at once. You are going to need to call the court and say, hey, I need to reschedule, and how am I going to arrange these dates so you can appear or how are you going to arrange these dates so you can appear for those court dates? All right. And so I will note that the failure to pay matters.
I do have explanation for that, if you
Well,
are willing.
just a moment, just
Okay.
a moment. I will note that the failure to pay matters, at least one of them, was seeking $1,559 for you to be released from jail, okay? Now, I am not going to do that. I'm still going to require a bond, but I'm not going to require that, okay? So what I'm doing is that I'm going to set bail in the amount of $50 per case. Post that and be released. So a grand total of $150 secured appearance. Post that and be released as to all 3 cases, all right? If you are released, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do not possess or consume any alcohol. Other release conditions will be reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, I just appreciate it, sir.
All right, thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 14, Eric Mickelson to the podium. And number 14, Gabriel Chavez to the chair, please.
All right, good.
And good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Eric Michelson, 12084.
Thank you. We are here today on municipal court warrant out of the Peoria Municipal Court. There's one underlying count of criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor, alleged on or about November the 23rd of 2025. Yeah. Ordering that counsel be appointed to represent you at the next hearing, which is an arraignment on February the 24th, 2026, 9 a.m. at the Peoria Municipal Court. You don't have any other holds, do you?
No.
No, okay. So I'm going to set bail in the amount of, the initial warrant was seeking $500 secured appearance. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set $50 secured appearance, post that and be released. If you are released, don't return to the scene of the alleged crime. Don't possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. Other release conditions reduced to writing in the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, that's it.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left.
Thank you.
Number 14, Gabriel Chavez to the podium. Number 5, Luther Cox to the chair, please. And good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Gabriel Chavez, December 20th, 1985.
Thank you. We're here today on a Justice Court warrant out of the Country Meadows Justice Court. There is one underlying charge of criminal damage. This is a post-adjudication warrant. So the underlying count is criminal damage from March of 2021. Given the nature of the charge, I'm not going to appoint counsel. You can retain counsel at your own expense if you wish to do so. I'm going to send an arraignment for you, a hearing on March the 12th of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at the Country Meadows Justice Court. Do you promise to appear?
Yes.
Based on your promise to appear, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. If you fail to appear, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do not have victim contact. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Other release conditions reduced to writing in the written orders you are about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 5, Luther Cox to the podium, please. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Name is Luther M. Cox III, date of birth 01/03/1982.
Thank you. We're here today on a fugitive of justice matter.
Yes.
In just a moment. All right, sir. A warrant for your arrest has been issued by the state of Ohio. That state wants you back on this warrant. Before court, you were given some paperwork to review on a laminated card. Did you review that paperwork?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Right. So, as I stated, you have a warrant from the state of Ohio. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you're sent back to Ohio. If you choose to waive, so this is option 1 if you waive, all right? So option 1, If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in a Maricopa County jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the requesting state to come for you. The 30 days would start tomorrow, so long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, that 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. All right, so that's option 1, waiver. Option 2, if you choose to have an extradition hearing, that's option 2, extradition hearing. I will set your extradition hearing for March the 2nd of 2026 at 1:30 p.m. at the downtown Superior Courthouse for a fugitive from justice hearing. I cannot appoint an attorney at this time because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you do have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you wish to do so. You're entitled to bail, which in this case would be $10,000 cash only. If you're unable to post your bail, you would be held in custody during that time or until another judge modifies your bail. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you to Ohio. That process could take up to 90 days. Do you have any idea you have any idea what you'd like to do, sir?
I'm on 3 years probation right now with Maricopa adult probation. I just started it. I'm going through IOP, drug court also. I was just in it today, and that's where they picked me up because I went to talk to my probation officer on this matter, and I just got 2 years probation, non-reporting probation from Mason Municipal Court, also with substance abuse classes to attend also. So if I've got this, does that mean that I'll need to stay here to finish up this matter before I go to Ohio, or I'll go to Ohio first and finish this matter and then come back and finish my time here?
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
I'm charged right now with charges here in Arizona.
You have current charges in Arizona?
Yes, I'm on adult probation.
If you choose to waive, so if you have an active case here in Arizona,
yes.
If you choose to waive, you become non-bondable for Ohio to come and get you, but the 30-day clock for Ohio to come and get you wouldn't start until that active case is done. Does that make sense?
Until Ohio's case is done.
Until the Arizona case is done.
So I would be here for 3 years in custody.
Oh, you're talking about a probation violation matter. So you're just on active probation, but you don't have an active, like, petition to revoke or anything like that?
No, I'm on probation right now. I didn't violate probation here.
Okay. All right. So I don't believe that would toll the 30 days. If you have any further questions about that, you may go to extradition court if you want to pursue that matter further.
So if I waive my rights, I'll be in for 30 days?
Unless the probation violation matter tolls the 30 days.
Okay.
So sounds like you may have a question about whether or not that's worthwhile. So here's what I'll do. I won't accept a waiver tonight. So I'm going to set your bond the amount of $10,000 cash only. You'll go to your hearing on extradition on March the 2nd of 2026 at 1:30 p.m., where that judge, the extradition court judge, will go through these options again with you. So you'll have some time to think and ask questions of the extradition court judge. If you post bond, make sure to attend all of your court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You have any further questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. I'll sign off on these orders, and you may step to your left. We'll get the orders to you in just a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, let's clear gallery for our remaining cases.
Your Honor,
Hmm.
he said that he wants to sign away.
I'm not going to accept it tonight. He can go to extradition court.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Clear. All right, number 15, Edmund Jody to the podium. Good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Edmund Jody, 02/17/1996.
Thank you. We're here today on a Superior Court probation violation warrant. The Adult Probation Department alleges that you have violated terms 7, 14, and 15 of your probation. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you and set a court date on February the 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. As to bail, I'm setting bail in the amount of $500. That's the amount that's already set in the probation violation warrant, so I'm just going to affirm that amount. It's $500 secured appearance. Post that and be released. If you are released, do not have contact with any victims, do not possess weapons, do not possess drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess or consume any alcohol, contact probation within 72 hours of your release. If you are released, other release conditions, reduced to writing the written orders you're about to receive. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very much. You may step to your left. Number 29, Stephen Hand to the podium. And good evening, sir. Please tell me your name and date of birth.
Stephen Hand, 6/18/85.
Thank you. We're here today because the Adult Probation Department just a moment, appears to be alleging a violation at least of term 1 of probation. Likewise, unpermitted electronic devices. Which would appear to be an alleged violation of term 15 of probation, based on what has been alleged in the arrest narrative here. And so I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, set a court date for February 27th of 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the downtown Superior Courthouse. I'm holding you without bail pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C. Do you have any questions?
Is it because of the technically one count? That's why I'm not going to have bail?
That's what gives me the most concern here is the alleged term 1 violation and the nature of that term 1 violation that's been alleged. Because of that, I'm making findings pursuant to Arizona Rule of Criminal Procedure 7.2C. You're going to be held without bail.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. You may step to your left. All right. This is a house call matter. Excuse me. House call matter number 22 on the calendar. Sean Anderson, date of birth 8/15/1990. Mr. Anderson is not here for his initial appearance. The note from the sheriff's office is, what is the note? Is that Mr. Anderson was unable to function. That's why he's not here. So we'll proceed in absentia with the initial appearance, with an in-person initial appearance to be held with Mr. Anderson in person immediately after we're done with calendar tonight. If there are any changes to the release orders I'm about to read, they'll be reflected in the written orders, not on the audiovisual feed here. And so the Adult Probation Department alleges violations of terms 3, 4, 5, 7, 15 of probation. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office and setting a court date for February 27th, 2026 at 8:30 in the morning at the Downtown Superior Courthouse, setting bail in the amount of $500, secured appearance with other release conditions reduced to writing. The written orders that Mr. Anderson will receive during his in-person Southside initial appearance that I'll conduct shortly. That brings us to the end of the 8:00 p.m. initial appearance calendar for February the 20th of 2026. We will stand in recess.
All right.
Please be seated. Good evening. This is the 11 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for February 20th, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your bond amount might be, and any release conditions. I will not read all the release conditions to you, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You're all here today on criminal matters. That means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded as well as broadcast live. There may be victims watching the stream, so I will read the victim rights advisement and then we'll begin the hearings. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When I call your name, please come to the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I'll call a second person's name. Please have a seat right there by the door and wait for your turn. Please do not enter the hearing room unless I've called for you, because I may need to pause to handle warrants throughout the evening. Everything I'm about to tell you is written out on your documents. You will have that to review after you exit the hearing room. Nestor Arias, please come to the podium. Serena Rodriguez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Nestor Arias,
September 4th of 1994.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It has been alleged that you violated terms, quite a few terms, 15 and 12, and then there are notes about Glendale, DV, Phoenix, PD, and then another Phoenix PD issue. Based on the allegations from your APETS notes and the petition to revoke your probation, an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 26, 8:30 in the morning, but you are not eligible for release under the Arizona Criminal Rule 7.2C. So you will be held in custody until that hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork and have a seat. Serena Rodriguez, please come to the podium. Michelle Perez, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Serena Rodriguez, 3/25/1997.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a grand jury warrant. It is alleged that in May of 2025 and July of 2025, and then again August of 2025, you may have committed theft, which is a Class 2 felony, and organized retail theft, which is a Class 4 felony. So the grand jury found probable cause. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release. The grand jury set the bond at $45,000 secured, so you can use a bond company. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or co-defendants in this case. If you're able to post the bond, make sure you go to your hearing, or they will issue another warrant for your arrest. If you're not able to post the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Michelle Perez, please come to the podium. Samuel Arroyo Medina, have a seat by the door.
Hi.
Please say your name and date of birth.
Michelle Perez, July 6, 1996.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a grand jury warrant alleging 8 counts of organized retail theft, which is a Class 4 felony, on a variety of offense dates. February of 2025, April, May, June, and July. They're all listed out. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release under a $30,000 secured appearance bond. Do not return to the scene of any of these alleged crimes or have any contact with alleged victim, witnesses, complainants, or co-defendants. Specifically, you're not to go to any Burlington Coat Factory stores in Arizona while this case is pending.
Okay.
If you cannot pay the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Samuel Arroyo Medina, please come to the podium. Maria Perdomo, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Samuel Arroyo, April 2095.
Thank you, sir. You're also here on a grand jury warrant alleging 8 counts of organized retail theft. That's a Class 4 felony. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release under a $30,000 secured appearance bond with conditions not to return to the scenes of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or co-defendants in your case. And it looks like your case was spanning the same date, February, April, May, June, and July of last year. If you're not able to post your bond, you will stay in custody and you will be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paper.
Thank you.
Maria Perdomo, please come to the podium. Jordan Elias Stokes, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Maria Perdomo, 10/10/97.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a grand jury warrant alleging 2 counts of theft, which is a Class 4 felony, and those are both from September of 2025. So the grand jury found probable cause. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release under a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post the bond, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, complainants, or if there was a co-defendant, no contact. Please take your paperwork.
Is that for like both cases, 5,000, or is
I only have one case for you today, but it does show 2 counts. One is September 11th and one is September 17th.
So it will be 5,000 and then the other bond on the other case also, right?
If you have another case, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Jordan Elias Stokes, please come to the podium. Andrew Young, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jordan Michael Elias Stokes, 6/15/89.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. The first one is a grand jury warrant alleging dangerous drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing on this matter is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. On this matter, the grand jury set the bond at $2,500.
Hi.
Your other matter here today is also a grand jury warrant, and this one's for unlawfully failing to return rented property, which is a Class 5 felony. So the grand jury found probable cause. This court appointed an attorney for you, same date, time, and place for your next hearing, and it's also the same bond, $2,500. So that's $5,000 total. If you're able to pay that bond and be out of custody, then make sure you go to your hearing and review your release conditions. If you're still in custody, you'll be transported there.
All right.
Okay, please take your paperwork. Andrew Young, please come to the podium. Cesar Castillo, have a seat by the door. Right here in the center, sir. Please say your name and date of birth.
Andrew Michael Young, January 12th, 1980.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 cases. The first one is a new matter, and it is alleging that you committed 1 count unlawful flight from law enforcement. That's a Class 5 felony. Theft, false report to law enforcement, reckless driving, and then using a false license plate. Those are all being alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing on your new case is downtown Phoenix on February 26th, 8:30 in the morning. And on your new case, your bond is set at $2,500. You would need to follow your normal terms and conditions of probation, including calling your probation officer if you're able to post that bond. Your other matter here today is the probation violation warrant. Anytime there's new alleged criminal activity, it does result in a Term 1 violation of probation. So an attorney has been appointed for you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th, so the following day, 8:30 in the morning at the probation court. On this one, you do carry a $500 bond. So if you're able to pay your total bond, which is $3,000, make sure you call your probation officer, follow your terms and conditions of probation, and go to both hearings, the 26th and the 27th. Please take your paperwork, sir.
You said 3,000, so it was 500 for the violation. And what was the other one?
The other one was your new case, which has unlawful flight, theft, false reporting, reckless driving, $2,500.
Okay, thank you.
Cesar Castillo, please come to the podium. And then Ephraim Castro, have a seat by the door.
Hi, Cesar Omar Castillo, 102595.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because you failed to go to your probation revocation hearing on February 11th. So you have an attorney already in your case. Now you have a new hearing date, February 27th at 8:30 in the morning, and you have a $500 secured appearance bond. If you can post the bond, follow your release conditions, call your probation officer, go to your hearing. If you cannot post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported there.
Okay, yeah, the judge knew that I wasn't going to sentencing. I told him, and he sent me to Calvary Healing Center for cocaine use, and he's like, I don't care if you don't come to sentencing, I need you to be there. And I was like, okay, you give me 8 days, and he's like, I was like, that's short of time. Go where I'm telling you to go. So I don't know why they would go and pick me up.
So I looked at your APETS notes, and on the 11th it says defendant failed to appear in court today, bench warrant issued. So if they had given you that information, which I'm not saying they didn't, but then they didn't record that in anywhere that I can see it.
That's wild to me. I mean, but I understand you're doing your job, you know. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't have never even gone. I just would have just went back to prison and killed my number, you know. But I understand you.
I understand what you're saying as well, sir. So I wish you the best of luck. Please go to your hearing. Ephraim Castro, please come to the podium. Francis Rojas, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Ephraim Castro, 062604.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one's a new case. It's alleging narcotic drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. And then shoplifting as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 26, 8:30 in the morning. You do have a $50 bond on your new case. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. So it is alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. This does carry a $250 bond. So together that's $300 secured appearance bond. If you can post that, call your probation officer, follow your terms and conditions of probation, and go to your two hearings, your new case and your probation case. If you cannot post it, you'll stay in custody and you'll be transported to your hearings.
All right.
Please take your paperwork, sir. Francis Rojas, please come to the podium. Danielle Land, or Daniel Land, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Francis Rojas, 6/12/78.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on three matters. It appears that they are all probation violation warrants, and it's alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th, 8:30 in the morning for all three of them, and each of them carries a $100 bond, so that's $300 secured total. If you're able to post your bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearing. If you are not, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Please
you.
take your paperwork, ma'am. Daniel Land, please come to the podium. Adrian Graves, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Daniel Thomas, Land Junior, 9/14/1981.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It looks like they are both probation violation warrants alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. You do have bonds set, and it's $100 each, so that's $200 total. If you're able to post your bond, call your probation officer and go to your hearing. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported there.
Okay,
Okay, please take your paperwork, sir.
thank you.
Adrian Gray, please come to the podium. James Fleming, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Adrian Graves, August 5th, 2005.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a justice court warrant alleging that you drove without a valid license. So an attorney is going to be appointed for you at your next hearing because there is bond set. If you want to fight the charges, you'll have to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Kyrene Justice, February 25th, 8:30 in the morning. I did set a $50 placeholder bond because I understand that you're in custody on another matter. So I wanted to make sure you didn't get a failure to appear. So you'll get transported there. If for some reason you're able to be out of custody and you pay the $50 bond, make sure you go to your hearing so you don't get that failure to appear.
Yes,
okay? Please take your paperwork, sir. James Fleming, please come to the podium. And then Nicole Henry, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
James Fleming, 10/02/1990.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It is alleged that you had dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. And drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on March 6th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released by your probation. You are going to be released for supervision by your probation officer. So make sure you call them within 72 hours and follow the terms and conditions of your probation. Go to your hearing on your new case. Okay?
Okay, will do, Your Honor.
All right, please take your paperwork. Nicole Henry, please come to the podium. Blanca De Leon, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nicole Henry, 1982.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new case. It is alleging that you had narcotic drugs in your possession and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. This court did not find probable cause on the narcotic drug allegation, but the state may still bring additional evidence for that charge. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, March 6th at 8:30 in the morning in your new case. And you are going to be released today on your promise to go to that hearing.
You said March 6th at what time, ma'am? Oh, it's on the paperwork.
It is.
Sorry,
It is.
it's my first time, so I'm...
That's okay. So you do have another case, though, and it's a municipal court warrant alleging drug paraphernalia as a misdemeanor. The way it's alleged, this court cannot appoint an attorney for you at the Peoria Municipal Court. So if you want to fight it, you'll have to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Your Peoria...
They just never gave me another court date for it, so...
Okay, well, your Peoria hearing is now on March 10th at 9 a.m.
So the 6th and 10th?
Yes,
Okay.
And that will be on your paperwork, and the Peoria Municipal Court phone number will also be on your paperwork.
So it's two separate places?
It
Okay,
is.
okay.
One is downtown Phoenix, and one is out in Peoria.
Okay.
So make sure you get to both, or they will issue warrants
Yes,
for your
ma'am.
arrest.
I was...
That's all right, we don't need to talk about the merits.
Thank you.
Please take your paperwork, ma'am, and be patient as they release you. Blanca De Leon, please come to the podium. And then Nelius Horsley III, have a seat by the door.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. Please say your name and date of birth.
Blanca Alicia De Leon, May 1st, 1992.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a justice court case alleging that you were consuming liquor in your vehicle and that you had an open container of liquor in your vehicle.
Yes,
Those
sir.
are both alleged as misdemeanors.
Yes,
So this court did find probable cause, but because of the nature of the charges, cannot appoint an attorney for you. You can hire one yourself or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Country Meadows Justice Court. That's on March 12th, 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today in a few hours on your promise to go to that hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please take your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I saw the screen flickering. Is the medical one?
I moved her to the bottom.
Okay, okay, so we have Nelius Horsley III. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nellis Horsley, 3rd, 22393.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on two matters. The first one is a new case, and it is alleging that you have committed one count child sex trafficking or causing that, which is a Class 2 felony. One count receiving a benefit from child sex trafficking, that's a Class 2 felony. One count owning or managing child sex trafficking, Class 2 felony. Transportation for child sex trafficking, Class 2 felony. And then providing means for child sex trafficking, Class 2 felony. Based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing on this new case is on February 26th at 8:30 in the morning, and you do have a cash-only $750,000 bond. If you're able to post that bond, you would have electronic monitoring and house arrest and very strict release conditions that you would need to follow. Your other matter is that you were on probation. So because you were on probation when these new allegations occurred, under the Arizona Criminal Rule 7.2c, you're most likely to receive a period of incarceration. You're not eligible for bond, okay? So don't pay the bond even if you could, because you're not eligible for release. An attorney has been appointed for you. Your next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, and you will be transported to both these hearings.
Okay.
Okay, take your paperwork, sir.
I have one question. When are these crimes allegedly supposed to have happened?
Sure. So on your new case, it's October of 2025. Okay?
Damn.
Eric Garcia, please come to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Eric Garcia, 05-13-04.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case. It is alleging that you committed one count sexual exploitation of a minor That is a Class 2 felony. Also, sexual conduct with a minor. That is a Class 2 felony. And then luring a minor for sexual exploitation is a Class 3 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is February 26, 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release under Arizona law, and it is with a secured appearance bond of $500,000. If you're able to post that bond, you would have electronic monitoring and you would have curfew. You may not leave your home except during the hours set or approved by pretrial officer. You also may not have any contact with minors, whether you are in or out of custody, and you may not use the internet except for your pending legal case, work, or school, whether you are in or out of custody. There are other release conditions that if you are able to post bond, make sure you review so that you do not accidentally violate them. Make sure you go to your next hearing if you are able to post bond, or a warrant will be issued for your arrest, and that would be an extraditable warrant from anywhere. Okay?
Yeah, I had a question about the bond. So, like you said, it's 500,000, right?
That's correct, sir.
So, what with the bonding agency, how does that work? Like, how do
They can answer your questions here at the detention facility, but you call a bond company, and if you have collateral, they may offer you a contract for that.
Okay.
All right. Please take your paperwork, sir. Okay, so we do have 3 house calls. One person is at LBJ. I don't know if they're available to join us here on the Teams meeting. They gave you a phone number? Yeah. Like a little. Oh, I've never done it this way. Okay, so I'm going to read all 3 into the recording, and then I will work out how to speak with the medical person once we've done the in-person house calls. So the first person is Scarlett Castillo, who is at LBJ, so we're not able to see her in the hearing room. Her date of birth is 2/24/87. She's here on a grand jury warrant. 1 count narcotic drugs in her possession, Class 4 felony. Another count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These allegations happened in, looks like, April of 2024. An attorney has been appointed to assist her, and her next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. Because she is in custody on higher bond and other cases, this court has set a $50 secured appearance bond as a placeholder for her. And she does have release conditions. If for some reason she is become eligible for release, I would ask her to review those. The next individual is Kathleen Palacio, and she is unable to function, date of birth 7/31/91. She has a failure to appear warrant from a status conference in February 10th. And so an attorney is already on her case. The next hearing is March 2nd, 8:30 in the morning. She's eligible for release under a $5,000 secured appearance bond with the same release conditions as before, which include electronic monitoring. The last individual is Tony Weaver, date of birth 3/20/1986. He has bizarre behavior. He's here because of a probation violation warrant. It's alleging terms 3, 5, and 15, and he's been an absconder since September of 2025. So an attorney has been appointed for him, and his next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. The PTR did set the bond at $500. This court is going to affirm that, as well as the standard terms and conditions of release for a probationer, with one addition, which is he should contact his case manager within 24 hours of release because he is in mental health court as well. This is the end of the 11 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar. It's not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected in the written orders. At this time, the court is in recess until 2 a.m.